And we got the chat alive as well. We got some previous graduates up in here. We got Kate Craver. What's going on? DekuNut, of course, up in the chat. HariTime. You guys just in time for the first game.
All right, nice. So, Jeek, I'm not too sure. Do you know much about Millia and with kind of the mix-up and stuff here, and just kind of with this matchup in general at all? I just know that Millia is extremely annoying to deal with, but DekuNut here getting the hit and just chipping away at that life, hitting her through the wall.
I mean, of course, that DP can help you through the layer 1 through some of those H-disc setups, but Skyerainn's got to have that counterplay on deck. You know, Millia character doesn't just have to learn the safe jumps, but also has to learn those DP safe setups. Looking good right here. Counter hit JH goes into the JS. Skyerainn taking this first round.
Nice. All right, finding a little bit of a stray hit there. Oh, big counter hit on the close slash, but not able to actually convert in a good 6P.
DekuNut keeping Sky here in the corner. Sky using that compel to try to get out, but still on top of this Sin. Getting out of that corner, but still getting beat down. The stamina all spent, though. The overhead connects, but not enough to follow up.
Nice. Good 6Ps here, too, as well. DekuNut just really kind of finding these hits and having the defense. Doesn't get the clean hit, actually, for the wall break, though, for it. But just pretty much one more hit here and should be death. There we go. DekuNut taking that first game.
Sometimes those mistakes can cost you. Luckily, not that time. Able to take this to the last round. Ain't nothing but a thing. Going to keep those shoes tied. We're going to stay on top of you, spending that stamina, converting to a wall break. Great pickup right there from Deku. Look at the HP.
I know. Just looks like one more pretty decent hit here for DekuNut, and then we might be saying big counter hit actually does get the actual RC into the burst bait, finishing it off here with Ride the Lightning with the wall break. DekuNut going up 1-0.
Clean stuff right here from this Sin, man. Great start, but we did go to that last round. Don't forget, Sky was cooking here on this Millia. Deku had to lock in a bit there, bait that burst, and finish it off with the super. Great start to this first game.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that with Sky, you know, it's with Millia, it's like death by 1,000 cuts, right? And Sin only needs a few. So, but Sky showed what they can do here, and being able, like you said, being able to take that first round there. So definitely not out of it.
Safe round starts from both players, but Sky's going to get that counter hit JS. Deku a little too comfortable, but that 6P on the reversal, I'll take that regardless. Too big of a hitbox. It doesn't matter what side you're on.
It's true. Okay, both players without a burst here. But a really great conversion and a follow-up there from DekuNut. Sky in a pretty difficult position here. Great block, though.
Okay, Deku kind of clean right there. Hit confirming, quote unquote, that grab, that PRC. I got kind of scared that it was going to drop, but we kept it going. Sky clapping right back, though. Got this S disc for the reset. Oh, gave up the turn right there rightfully because the Bedman was blocked, but Deku didn't take it.
Yeah. Yep. Ooh, no setup of the actual H disc there. Oh, but there we go. Okay. Jeek, these 6Ps from DekuNut are doing some work here, I gotta say.
Yeah, great stuff. I mean, you got to do that, right? You got to swat down that Millia. You got to let them not be too comfortable. Because, I mean, look, Sky really likes doing that jump back compel. So if Deku stays on top of those anti-airs, then we can keep that Millia down. Right now, canceling that stamina, getting that burst from Sky. But we got you in the corner. Septum Voices going right through the YRC. That was a weird interaction.
Yeah, it was. All right, another 6P, though, too, as well. Really close game from both players. Ooh. Chipp! He's not on the screen, but took the game there.
Even off the screen, the third player Chipp coming in. Great stuff right there. Great finish right there by Sky. Deku not going to let that get to them. Getting these awesome anti-airs you called that earlier, Flannel. Looking good, but Sky just fighting right back here.
Okay. Nice little combo. Really scary position here for Sky. Doesn't have the burst. Deku gonna use that Pirate Barrel to get that hard knockdown into the positive bonus. That's it.
And the meaty overhead takes it, man. Deku looking good so far. Of course, this is 2 games on the board. I didn't update that score the first time for you. I apologize, but 2 games on the board for this Sin. Deku with a really strong start here against Sky, but we are going to that last round, man. This Millia isn't going out without a fight.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, Sky has been taking some rounds and stuff, so it's definitely not as one-sided as it seems. I mean, it went down to some really close calls and stuff. I just think, you know, I know it's Sky, it might be Sky's first time, maybe some tournament nerves and things like that, but a good showing so far. Let's see if they can actually get the good old reverse sweep here.
If y'all were watching the Jeekly Open last night, definitely a lot of reverse sweeps, a lot of Game 5. Shoutouts to the Open Bracket Fridays at 8 p.m. EST. Of course, we're here at the Academy, beginners of the game, students of Guilty Gear Strive. Guy right here on top of Deku with an awesome aerial combo, carrying you to the corner. Trying to get a pickup, this PRC, keeping yourself safe.
Oh, okay. A little bit of a scrambly situation here from both players, which Millia definitely does excel at.
That looked like some platform fighter footsies right there, Flannel. And I don't mean that as an insult. That was that dancing around of that Millia, and if you can't swat her down, she's going to get away with it. Great stuff right here. Iron Savior for that counter hit. Deku wants to burst.
Okay, nice conversion. Unable to get the anything like wall splatter or anything like that, but Millia just able to kind of get out here.
The whiff punish on that 2D, though. Deku going to confirm in the red RC. Looking like a good round for this Sin. Still has the stamina for the follow-up here. One more mix is going to do it. Counter hit. Set point here for DekuNut.
All right. Big far slash hit there. With the RC, going to be able to actually get the wall break here. Pretty scary situation, but Sky does have that burst going through the wall. Let's see what they can do here.
Using all of our mechanics while the Salt and Red RC to keep this pressure going against Deku, and it pays off with this wall break. We do got basically 100 meter on the side of this Sin and a lot of stamina. Burst about to be built up as well for both players, so one more interaction. We get another chance as well. Possibly Sky, press that burst!
And the 6P that ended, Jeek. And the 6P that ended, I think, all right.
Okay, standard stuff right here. I like that Datalust gave up their turn after that wolf kick got blocked. Bagel wasn't doing anything too committal, but Datalust looking for that burst, paying attention to those meters on the side of Bagel. Getting this whiff punish with the far slash. Man, Data right here keeping it simple, but it's paying off with that HP.
I know, and like this is the thing, Jeek. You don't always need the craziest combos in the world, but if you just have some good neutrals, some good whiff punishes and stuff, it can carry you a long way, and we're seeing that from Datalust right here, using that Geo Dash to the full stability.
Great wall splat right there. What is it the 6S or the 6H? Seawor's gonna have to tell me. I love that Rekka series right there from Geo. Ate off with that wall break, but Bagel fighting back here, getting a counter hit JD. The burst has to come out.
Yeah. Data holding on to that meter too as well, has full bar, but Geo getting that boost like she does when she has it, and part of that is a speed boost too as well. Ooh, okay. A little bit too soon with the PRC, actually. Doesn't get the damage, but it's going to matter. Bagel does get the burst off, but into the aerial super from Datalust to close out that game.
That aerial super, man, it can be kind of hard to deal with. Obviously a really good air-to-air, beating most of those other jump normals. Also, plus if it gets blocked on the ground, so great choice right there from Datalust. Trying to call out that approach from Bagel. Earning that first game handily, but we're going to keep moving on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, you know, it's really how is Bagel gonna really handle those dash far slashes, dash buttons that Datalust is kind of throwing out, I think, here. Big counter hit right off the start though, and Bagel just forced to burst that.
Taking our turn back post Lariat. Data fighting it back, getting this overhead for that reset. Bagal jumping out of that setup Data was going for. Going for this full screen. Probably looking for a chance to get some shots out or a chance to get that Lariat red RC. Bagal trying to buy some distance.
All right, a little bit of offense here too as well from Bagal. Both players without burst here, but Datalust just saying, you know what, I'm Geo, I can go across the screen in 1 second. Hold this.
Trying to stay on top of you with that Lariat. Trying to catch with this 5D. That's the mix, but great block on the overhead from Datalust. Bagal getting caught on that stagger, confirming into the kill. Datalust with a strong round, but or rather with a strong finish, but that was a strong round from both our players.
Yep. Ooh, okay, big counter hit here. Going for a little bit of a mix-up with the Pine Berry. You know, I just realized, Jeek, we haven't really seen any Rekkas from Bagal on the Elphelt here, but I think this is actually going to hit, right?
This one should hit. It looks like Data was pressing. Going to stay on top of you with that Lariat, but not able to press through that back throw. Data with some active defense here. Data with good defense in general, blocking these cross-ups, blocking the overheads, back throwing these fake meaties. Bagal right here with some good defense of their own, trying to stay alive.
Really, you know, Data, I gotta say, good recognition on those butt scoots that Bagal's been throwing out, and just being able to realize, like, okay, I can throw here, I can press a button, I can get a counter hit, I can get a punish, I can take my turn back, and kind of showing some of that knowledge of some of the moves that are being thrown out to be able to take their turn and kind of, you know, establish their own pressure. So strong showing there.
Yeah, and they give some credit to Bagal as well, not overcommitting until we get that tension. Buying that distance, trying to get away from this Geo that's been smothering us. Getting that little bit of distance, getting that 50 tension, and then spending it on our Pine Berries. Right here, the overhead's going to get the soft knockdown. Data's got you in the corner, fighting strong, but the burst comes out.
All right, good jump. Good defense here from Data as well. Nice little adjustment, I think, there to press some buttons, but Data just not getting hit and then just finding their way out here.
Ooh, great just block right there. Bagal still coming out on top even though we're in the corner. Data with some low HP. Bagal needing one more hit to confirm. Got 100 tension. How are we going to spend it? UP does it. Great stuff. Once you get that low, anything would have taken it. Bagal getting a round on the board.
Why use tension when I can just 2P, huh? Ooh, okay, nice nice air jabs there, right? To keep that corner, but a great 6P to get out. Get that big counter hit. Oh, we're going to get another super, reversal super here from Bagal that's going to be able to actually hit Data there. Some nice little jabs too as well, but this far slash that Data is using is getting in. But nice back throw. Are we going to have a back throw incident here? Finally, we get some Rekkas into the corner with a nice Pine Berry, but a burst! But Bagal can also throw, too, as well.
That was sick. I like that from Bagal right there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we were aggressive. Data did have that 100 tension. You could have fallen over and given too much respect, but Bagal on top of you, pulling out that Rekka series, making Data burst, and then back throwing the fake media on the wake up as well. That was some awesome pressure right there at the end. Secure that game, getting one on the board. I like this from the Elphelt.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, using those reversal supers, using those tools, and finally we saw some of the Rekkas come out too as well in the corner. So let's see if, you know, Bagal is going to keep this momentum up, or if we're going to have Data who's going to just have a little bit of a comeback here. All right. Wall stick. Going through the wall. Oh, it's not able to actually find any of the conversions, but it doesn't matter because we got those dash bar slashes that are coming out that have been doing work for Data. I like the use of the dash. I like the use of the 5K, the far slash there to be able to whiff punish with Bagal.
Yeah, I mean, Giovanna You may not have a fireball, but her kicks are projectiles if you use your dash right. So Data doing a great job right there, just being at a perfect distance to allow Bagal to hang themselves, essentially. Doing the same thing here for this wall break. Positive bonus going to be building up. Air throw as well. That's a strong call out. The burst coming out from Bagal. One more interaction from this Geo will do it. We got to fight back on this Elphelt.
All right, a little bit. Good blocks there. Oh, with the dash up, walk back, dash up, throw. It's difficult in those situations. I'm going to say G.
Here we are. Same colors, by the way, too. I forgot Gibby was running that red. Looking good with this Ramlethal. I didn't realize they had basically the same color palette, I'll be honest, Flannel, but definitely active here on the screen. Gibby getting some soft resets. The rope applied as well. Great use of that new move that Chipp has access to, carrying Mino to the wall, but not enough to splat.
Yeah, not enough to splat, but we're seeing some... Okay, good PRC there, too, as well. Being able to actually defend. Great air throw, though, for Mino. Just saying, you know what? Get back in that corner. But a great DP into the overhead. Set up that rope into the kill. I've been liking the use of the rope from Gibby. I think it's been going really well. A little tricky to deal with.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I personally haven't played against a whole lot of these rope setups, so I got to get a long set with Gibby sometime and see if he can't mix me up a bit. Maybe I can learn a thing or two. Mino right here clapping right back with a really strong ram round with a damn near perfect.
Oh wow. My God. Mino's like, hey, commentators, talk about me too. I got some sauce as well. Great round there from Mino.
Yeah, my fault, Mino. I got to put some respect on your name wearing that slug tag. I like it from you. Gibby getting some soft knockdowns here, running you down on the rope. Burst connecting, trying to connect with this flip kick as well. The APM from both of our players is so high.
All right, what do we got here, Gibby? Okay. This is a slugfest, Jeek. I feel like both of these players are just like, you know what? I'm going to actually exert what I want to do. You know what? I'm going to do what I want to do. No, you got to hold this now, too, as well. Really great showing, I think, from both players in that first round. A little bit what's to come. I think Gibby with the rope setups, and then Mino, too, as well. Not getting, you know, sometimes when you lose that round and when you're going against Chipp, not getting tilted and showing like, hey, I can come back with a perfect.
And we got Izanami in the chat. Need Chipp to win for Chipp Kingdom. What's going on, Izanami? One of our old-time graduates. How's it going just in time? Gibby right here trying to keep that Chipp legacy alive. Mino clapping you back, though. And, I mean, the APM is so high. Chipp is a character that kind of forces you to play that fast, huh? I mean, Mino, you know, if we're not forcing our game plan, if we're not trying to stay on top of this Chipp, then they're going to run us down like we're seeing right now.
Yep, but, you know, like, death by 1,000 cuts here, so if Mino can get one more hit here, we're actually getting the Zensetsu resetting back to neutral in the center, but then nice little Alpha Blade there to end it off.
Yeah, getting you on that mix-up post-super. You'll be getting that last clip. A whiff punish here on Mino with some active defense, trying to get a throw out of this corner right there. The close slash connects. Going to get Gibby with a counter hit, running you down the screen. YRC to slow things down, and Gibby claps back with that counter hit 2D.
That's going to hurt. Yep. Okay, one more hit here pretty much from Mino, it looks like, and we're... But you know what? Got the rope set up here too as well, but the flip. Mino able to take that around.
And that was a stylish finish too, with the Mino with the slam dunk like that. Trying to put Gibby 100%.
100%. And look at that health, Cheek. That's a few hit combo, and Chipp is almost like, you know, on his last leg. But let's see what Gibby can do here with these rope setups. Still has his burst as well.
Those wake up supers, Flannel. They've been putting in numbers in those last few rounds. Mino definitely not respecting those meaties from Gibby. We're going to have to see some kind of adaptation from the Chipp. But it is early in this set still. It was just getting one on the board. Looks even so far, I'd say.
Sure does, yeah. Sure does. I mean, this is, like I was saying in the beginning too, like Chipp just has that high APM, has to do a lot of work and stuff like that. And if Ram can just get her hands on them or her swords, then, it's a lot of trouble. So, but both players seem to be keeping their composure here too as well. I just want to see what adjustments we got from Gibby, especially from those reversal supers from Mino.
And in this burst early, both of our players trying to force that offense, but the cross-up gets 6P'd. Mino with some active defense going to keep you in the corner here. Trying to alpha blade out. Gibby dancing around you with this rope, and it's paying off with these counter hits.
Oh, that would have been so cool if he actually was able to get that conversion. But a great reversal super there too from Mino. Is it going to be enough?
That was a sick pickup right there from Gibby. Awesome
Sure was.
stuff, converting in the super right there. But Mino, got to give them some compliments as well. Every time they get that 50 tension, that wake up Mortabato has been hitting. Got to see those adaptations. Of course, Gibby did win that last round. Mino fighting it back here. The flex shield keeping you safe for a second, but you got to hold that H sword. You're on the wall. Rekka getting blocked out. YRC to get yourself out of the corner. Gibby makes it.
All right, no 50% tension, but a burst here from Mino. Wonder if they're going to use it this round. Maybe don't even need to. Oh, there we go. Okay. Burst, big counter hit. No tension to actually be able to RC it. And it's close. This is close. One hit from both players here. Gibby being able to find that last hit into a little combo there. Take that game.
And I like what Mino was doing. Dancing around, trying to get that slam dunk again. We saw it pay off in a previous round. Of course, if we'd gotten that S sword conversion off of that counter hit 6P, but don't worry about it. Tie your shoes, it's all good. Gibby getting another one on the board. Still looking like a close set, I'd say.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that last game, too, as well, just like one or two hits, like I said. I mean, that was anybody's game there at the end in that scramble situation. So definitely do not count Mino out of this one.
Ooh, I like that jump JH. Nice call out round start. The burst getting avoided. I actually have to watch what happened there. That was kind of strange. Gibby dancing around this rope still. Mino getting a counter hit. We're really active here in the neutral, trying to get a hit. Gibby's going to start off with this wall combo. But man, it's so scrambly, Flannel. I can't keep up. It's we're going back and forth in terms of who's winning.
Look, I don't have the APM as a commentator to keep up with Chipp and what's going on right now.
I mean, but compliments to Mino, right? Very active with those jump JPs, active with these jump back JSs, trying to calm down this Chipp. Gibby doing a great job of running you down like the character should.
Yep. Yeah, really just being a nuisance and being able to kind of find a lot of those hits and really doing a lot of work with these rope combos too as well, which is impressive. But, Mino not out of it. Just needs a few good hits and has the corner here. We should see some big damage.
Hella damage right there. Gonna get this hard knockdown. Gibby with a lot of resources. Spent some right there on the burst. And that BRC JH with the clash, keeping you safe with the super. And Mino gets the punish. Not the full combo after, but this is looking good.
Yep. Okay, run up throw. I like that. I like that. Good representation of it. Hasn't done it before, but just kind of going into the bag of tools of what needs to be done. Big clash right off the start, and then a big counter hit there too as well.
Mino taking advantage of that far/5H range, the throw protection protecting Gibby here in that corner. And now we're getting this Chipp pressure started. Going to carry Ramlethal to that corner, but the super connects with the sword. Able to extend that range, looking good. Gibby with this YRC trying to slow things down.
The deflect shield, but the sword coming out. We saw that earlier, Jeek, in the same set. And Mino taking that game 2-2, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to a game 5 here. Really good composure there, I think, from Mino. Being able to just kind of take it as it comes. being able to get back to their game plan. I think that, you know, mixing in some of those throws and trying a little bit different things to be able to open up Gibby has been working well. But we've seen what Gibby can do. And let's see who's going to take this full set.
In this game 5. Wouldn't be a competition without some close games, man. Love seeing that. Love seeing all it takes is we move on to one extra round here in the bracket, and we got 2 able-bodied players bring us to this game 5. Mino with a really strong round right there. Where was that Mino the whole time, Flannel?
I don't know. Something got unlocked here. I have no idea. But Gibby's saying, you know what? Don't count me out just yet, too, as well. Good blocks there on the flips, on those overheads, setting up that rope, being able to get a nice little conversion, too, as well. Unable to pick it up and gets punished for it.
Good JH right there, Mino. Keeping it simple with these S normals. Didn't get the pickup right there. Overhead getting blocked. Gibby with the YRC for another chance. The overhead connects. Red RC to convert into this rope combo. I don't think we went the direction we wanted, and then the trade comes out. That's going to be in Mino's favor, taking that set 3-2 with a close one, Flannel. But we're going into this game, y'all. Jeekly Academy 9. HappDipperly on this Elphelt against steezered on the Sin. Let's get it.
I'm already seeing some Rekkas here, too, from Happ. 6H. Okay, nice patience there. We're using the burst here to keep that corner. With the air throw, doesn't get it backwards, though. And a big DP into a 6P. Keeping that corner here, too, from steezered.
If you're looking at the life, if you're looking at the meters, it's pretty even right now. Steezered right there, maybe looking for a burst bait, but the burst wasn't built up yet on Happ, so we get another opportunity. Looks like the trades of the 5H is going to pay off for this steezered with that life total first round on the board.
Yeah, I know. I'm wondering what that was. Maybe looking for some kind of resource or something like that. Didn't come back to bite them. But big DP right off the bat there. Both players, I think, just trying to figure each other out a little bit here, but some really good pressure into the dash cancel, into the throw. Using that burst to keep the corner. steezered wanting to just close this game out.
Gonna get another chance with that burst, but Happ whiffing that 6H. steezered staying on top of you because of it, but these FDs have been pretty good pushing out the Sin. The stamina cancel gets steezered back in to finish off that first game regardless.
Yeah, I mean, good defense there from Happ, getting that steezered, pushing steezered out. But, you know, Sin is just relentless, especially with those stamina cancels and just consistently being able to get in. But yeah.
Hey, y'all. I got a prediction up for the chat. I'm a professional streamer, by the way. We should do these predictions more often, Flannel. I definitely.
Yeah, spend those points, everybody.
Yeah, unfortunately, the rewards aren't as good. We got to come up with some good rewards for y'all. And Slayertroop, thank you for that follow. I just saw that, Snoop. Appreciate you. Here we are going into game 2. steezered got us that first time. Happ spending that burst early, gunning down this Sin, keeping them in the corner. Rekka gets the low, going for the reset here. steezered taking their turn back and now going to carry it to the other side with these stamina cancels. Great stuff.
Yeah, and using some good wild assaults into these dash cancels in the throws, too. Gets an air throw. You love to see it. Always get you hype. Into a big meaty hit there. Not enough to actually kill. Didn't have the meter for it. But just beak drivering to victory. There we go.
Great stuff. Good stuff right there, steezered. Solid Sin round. Happ fighting you back. Using that 5H wild assault. Close the distance. Hawk Baker not respecting that meaty, but raw stamina cancel is going to get called out by this super. Great stuff from the Elphelt with some active defense.
All right, steezered getting that wall break here too as well. What's going to be the mix? Okay. Really great defense actually there from Happ too as well. I think steezered trying to mix up, maybe thinking, oh, they're going to go for the throw or not. But just blocking it out really nice. But we got a DP here from steezered. His turn now. Wait. Into the bomb belt. What do we got?
Ooh, oh, that was unfortunate for the Elphelt, but great backthrow from steezered to iframe through the explosion of the vest, securing this game 2. Great defense right there, man. But calculated or not, able to dodge that vest. steezered earns another game on the board.
I know, and just really good defense there too as well. But these throws are putting in some work for steezered. I think, you know, when you just get a little bit overloaded sometimes, and there's just a lot of things going on, mixing in some of those throws, just being able to use some different options. I think steezer's using that well. But you know, Happ still blocking it out, doing a good job. And we saw some things from him. We saw some sauce. So let's see if they can actually maybe put it all together and they can get some games on the board here. We also got this lullaby song too as well. I don't know what song this is off of the soundtrack, Jeek.
Man, I love what I love about the Academy is y'all be getting really creative with your music choices sometimes.
100%. I mean, this game has so much good music in it, man. But you only hear a few bits here and there. So shout out to the Academy players for picking some great songs and picking some odd ones here and there.
Out to the players on the screen. Happ had a really good start to this round, taking steezered through. The life lead in their favor, but of course steezered fighting back here post wall break, able to bait that throw attempt, converting into the Tyrant Barrel, getting that sweet hit as well. The hard knockdown. What's the mix?
Okay, nice little jump out there, avoiding that wild assault. Okay, gold burst here, trying to go for the air throw, but does it a little bit too soon. And steezer's like, wait. I'll show you how the air throw.
Oh, man. Always hate to see that, man. Those air throws not connecting. It's all good. Tie your shoes. Stay on top of you. Going to finish off that Rekka series, pushing back steezered, getting another counter hit, converting off that Pine Berry as well. But the whiff punish on that drop 6H. steezered going to take you through the wall, or at least get you over here. FD blocks coming out. HappDipperly fighting right back. Look at the tension on the screen. Flannel, the PRC being spent. This is lethal.
Yeah, yes, it is. I like that fact of just with that close slash, we got the orange RC into some combos here, but steezered being able to find that hit into an RC and carry right back to the corner. Let's see what HappDipperly has. Ooh, we got the tech in the air. You love to see it. Hold the Rekka. HappDipperly being able to come through. Love that tech. That was sick.
Let's go, Happ. That was a cool round right there from our Elphelt. steezered not giving you any time to celebrate, saying you got to keep up that momentum or I'm going to take you out. Look at that life total, but the counter hit 5H in the Lariat's going to calm things down a bit. steezered does have this positive bonus building up the resources, and we're cashing it out right now.
Sure are. I mean, we've seen Happ in these positions in the last game too as well. So let's see what they can actually do here. Extending that pressure, but finding that opening, steezered is, and just DPing in there. RTL, blocking it out and just going straight for it and not actually backing off. Interesting.
That's crazy. steezered pretty confident right there, finishing the whole sequence. Happ with this FD block, trying to buy some distance. The air throw whiffing. steezered a little active here on this defense. Happ was capitalizing, but steezered with that last interaction, confirming with the stamina, takes the set 3-0 and moves on. Like I said, y'all, I hope you like this sim. We're going to be seeing it a lot. DekuNut coming in again against Noobhat.
Y'all better like sim gameplay because you're going to be seeing it a lot. Good pressure here from Noobhat. Burst out from DekuNut. All right, into some good blocks, but finding that throw to be able to continue that pressure, and the 2K2D from Noobhat. Both players without burst here. All right, finds that RTL, not able to actually get the wall break, but able to keep that corner pressure. Should be able to get a wall splat here, but actually doesn't. And then we have the whiff throw from Noobhat. Oh no! But being able to block that out, keep their composure, find some good hits. And Axel using that range to be able to find that last hit to take that round.
That was a long first round right there, Flannel. Great stuff. This Axel fighting back, trying to keep Sin on the other side of the screen. And right when you buy that distance, Noobhat ready with the scoop. I like that, man, when we can mix up between the zoning and mix up with that mid-range pressure. Taking Deku to this side of the screen, catching you on that jump back air dash. Noobhat looking strong on this Axel, but the burst comes out.
Yeah, and man, really, really great stuff from Noobhat that game. Just being able to keep their distance, being able to use the right moves to be able to stop that approach from DekuNut. And like you said, Jeek, I mean, mixing up that long range, but that mid-range game that Axel has, and the very scary and real pressure Axel that you can face every once in a while, coming through there.
That Axel, man, that's a character that's going to force you to learn how to play exactly against them. You know, that was definitely my first exposure to that in fighting games, was playing against an Axel for the first time and oh, you mean I got to change how I play the game almost entirely? And it can depend, mileage may vary. Looking like we got a strong start here on this Axel, taking Deku to the corner. Not able to keep that overhead connected, but this tornado does.
Yeah, and just really finding some good hits, being able to keep... Ooh, and a big twitch. I'm not sure about that burst. Maybe just a little bit of a hero burst there, but you know what? DekuNut might be the hero that we need and deserve. Let's see. All right, good pressure. Good just blocks, though, too, as well, and is able to find that hit to close out the game or the round.
Getting picked up with that Rensen, man. I like that. Able to get over that, that command grab still. Deku watching that full screen zoning, keeping our eyes open. I like the frame kill as well with the 5Ps. Noobhat trying to burst to get out of this corner. Going to scoop you back in with that Rensen and the red RC to confirm. Cashing out that tension for damage. We only need possibly one more good interaction to take it. DekuNut, of course, building up tension of their own.
Ooh, yeah, and that's just that you got Axel. and look, G, going off of what you were saying before, like, it's not even just learning how to play against Axel, it's the mentality of playing against Axel, where it can be, frankly, it can be frustrating, right? Like, you're used to being able to play one way, you're used to being able to do what you can do, and then you have this character who's like, no, I'm just going to poke you from very far across the screen, and I'm going to whittle down your health, I'm going to make sure that you're working to get in, and that if you make mistakes, I'm going to push it back across the screen, and then you got to work your way back in again. So I think that having that mentality of is also really important, besides just knowing how to play against them.
Noobhat trying to get away with it right here. DekuNut showing some strong stuff, of course. And especially, I mean, we saw them earlier as well, playing really strong on this Sin. Playing strong so far in these rounds. The score doesn't really do justice to what we've been seeing. Noobhat, of course, earning these wins so far with a great round start as well. These command grabs always getting jumped, though, Flannel.
Yeah, I know. DekuNut doing a really great job with jumping those command grabs. Not one's been hit. Already half Noobhat's life gone just from that combo there. And just as I say that, we get the one vision combo into some Axel bombers, I'm assuming. Commentator's curse, dude.
Damn, there you go. If you get one thing out of this tournament, you got a Twitter clip. I like that one right there. Oh no, unfortunately couldn't convert that 5K into the Axel bomber. Deku going to stay on top of you with the hero burst, but the scoop from the other side of the screen. Good preemptive option from Noobhat. Puts us on set point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, like, we're seeing a lot of these air dashes from DekuNut. We're seeing a lot of these just kind of running through and stuff. And, Noobhat's doing a great job at just checking them with 5Ps and a few other buttons there, too, as well. Has the pressure in the corner here. Able to close out the game 3-0 with the perfect.
Starting this one off strong. Still qualifying for that winner's side top 8. You got Troop over here on the left, rocking this Johnny, up against Hoki, coming in on this Anji. Good start so far for Troop. Got you in the corner. Wild Assault to stay on top. Hoki with a good 2P mash to get out. A lot of buttons being pressed. Some good defense on both sides. Hoki spending this burst, trying to go back to neutral here, and the spin pays off.
Yep, sure does. Gets the butterfly out too as well. RC into the wall break here. Going to have that positive bonus, but Snoop's going to have his 50% meter actually pretty much 100% soon here.
Getting that low from the Rekka. Burst to buy some distance, but these spins are paying off for Hoki so far. Getting a read on that RC usage as well. Red RC to confirm it. Any hit will do it. Hoki with a good first round.
Sure is. These spins are doing work here, but find a good hit here. Going to be able to get some really good corner carry, setting up that card. So what do we got?
Looks like we got a wall break so far. Hoki does have that burst if we need to use it, but looks like we're going to convert off of this hit. Slayertroop does have some YRC spending on their end. 50 more tension to boot. Going to get this throw off that flip. Hoki with some defense through the card. Man, very active defense from both players, not holding these fake meanies.
Yep, sure is. Being able to find that hit. Oh! Anji's with his counter here from the misfiner, able to get that wall stick, but Snoop has that 100% meter, using it for the YRC into just a little throw. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh! Jeek!
Man, that spin paid off again, Flannel. But not just the spin. That parry through the misfiner. Holy moly, Hoki with some good defense here.
2 times. My brain short-circuited. I didn't even know what to say there. I was just like, we're going to get another parry here. We're going to see the moon again. We're going to do... Anji's going to be spinning, having that fish come out, all this stuff. Crazy ending to that one, too, as well. Love to see it. I mean, Snoop playing well. Had that game, I think, did show them what they can do. And Hoki, obviously, just using the parry and the spin from Anji, which can cause a lot of problems.
I mean, yeah, that spin is a pseudo anti-air, right? Or at least the way the Hoki's using it on these jump-in JSs from Troop. Gonna dance on top of you. Great delay tech right there, not holding that one. Johnny, of course, also a master of that trick, flipping it on you and getting that throw. So great tech, but Hoki getting in some tick throws of their own. Projectile to jail you in. Counter hit forces that burst.
All right. Ooh, not able to get the actual pickup there. Gets that throw. We got some card setups here. And again, like you were saying, Jeek, these spins for those anti-air JSs is Snoop's trying to go in.
Ooh, one more chance here. But that whiff grab's going to get 2K'd. Good stuff right there from Hoki. With some good pressure. Keeping Troop down here in the corner. Where we can get you into this corner and we get you jailed down. It's looking strong for the Anji, especially with these post spins, man. We're using them pretty well.
And Hoki just bullying right now. Troop through the wall, but finds a big counter hit here. Using that burst meter for the double Red RC extension there. But just one hit away. A little fan jab from Hoki to take that one.
A little bit of 5P action. I mean, Anji definitely a character got some low-key broken P normals with that 5P and that 2P.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. And just another one of those characters that's just, you know, can be a little, kind of makes you change your game plan a little bit, right? Because of the counter, because of the spin. But it looks like we got a swap.
Okay.
From Johnny to everybody's favorite character, Elphelt, who we saw you were all going to see a bunch of times along with Sin in this tournament.
I wasn't lying. And how fitting it is that it was the Johnny to the Elphelt, because I also said Johnny, man. I don't know what it is about those 3 characters. So popular, but for good reason, right? Cool characters to see.
For sure. So I'm curious to see what the difference is here going to be. I'm wondering if, we have some people in the Jeekly Academy who are, multi-character specialists, play a bunch of different characters. We're seeing that here with Troop. So I want to see how they do on Elphelt against Hoki Zanji.
Definitely been seeing some strong Elphelt. Seeing some strong Anji too. I think, was this our first Anji we've seen today, Hoki? Looking so far, I'd say, getting this burst out of that corner. Taking Slayer up in this air combo, liking what we're seeing. Gonna jump that back grab as well. So we're aware to those options. Troop here in the corner. Nice back throw, too high of a jump in for Hoki.
And the counter again. Hoki's representing it, so you got to change your game plan a little bit, but then that's going to open up some gaps. YRC here from Troop going into that wrecker, resets it into the throw. Yeah, let's see what they have. Oh, okay. BRC backwards, but still gets tagged. Nice double whiff there on the throws. Hoki able to find it, pick it up. Had some good defense there against those Rekkas.
Good defense, man. That's what you need. You don't just need setups. You don't just need offense. You need defense. Troop showing you some good defense right there with that back throw in the setup. Getting rewarded with that Rekka sequence, but Hoki with that burst for that second chance. Using that spin as an anti-air, but this time not being able to follow up in time before Troop got the throw, and now we're on top of you with this Rekka, but great mash from Hoki.
All right, finds the close slash there into the Rekka, able to finish it off with the shotgun. 1 round apiece.
Oh, there we go. That anti-air spin coming out against that Elphelt JS, not just Johnny JS. Gonna jail you in with these needles. Going for the low is the mix. We're picking up Troop. They're gonna spend that burst to get out of this corner. Hoki trying to stay on top of you with these spins, but now we're in the corner getting counter hit. Troop capitalizing here with this red RC.
Yeah, and just some big counter hits here too as well. But Hoki has the burst, doesn't have the 50 meter just yet. But this pressure is pretty relentless. Using that burst here. YRC to keep that pressure. I don't think it's actually going to be enough unless we got the extension into the wall break to finish that one off. Good use of the meter, recognizing that they had it. It wasn't going to kill because of the scaling from the YRC, so you have to extend it there. Yeah, good showing from Troop there with the switch to Elphelt.
Looks like the switch paid off. Converting into that red RC for that last hit, and that's why that record sequence is so dangerous, man. You get a few attempts. You got to make your opponent guess wrong a few times in a row. You get a few chances to make it happen. Firm to that red RC, turn into a combo. Great stuff right there from Troop. Good pickup. But we're moving on to game 4. Going to have to see what adaptations Hoki makes against this Elphelt.
Mankind. Duel 1.
All right, good 2P there. The start off from the butt scoop.
And Troop's game plan is pretty simple right here. Trying to get that 5H conversion into a lariat. Once we get a little too far, going for that 6H instead. Jumping back a bit as well. Looking for a good time to maybe ID JS like you just saw. A little too high, so we didn't convert off of it. But Hoki with some good defense into this Rekka. The low does connect. Slayer gets a soft knockdown here into another pickup. Hoki going to go through the wall, and Troop looking good with this burst as well.
Oh, I like the idea of that. Trying to actually go for the close slash for the anti-air, but just a little bit too high. And Hoki using that spin into the anti-air spin there. But Troop finding the pickup. Doing some work on this Elphelt.
Looking good, dancing around you with those pine berries. 2H getting spun through. Good answer right there from Hoki. Butterfly to jail you down. Picking up that low Rekka in the 5K. Not enough to break the wall, but Slayer ready with that back throw. Good defense. Hoki trying to parry through, doesn't get punished, but Troop stays on top of you with that Rekka. Burst gets blocked, looking good for the Elphelt as she carries you to the other side of the screen.
All right, finds the pickup here. Oh, okay, big counter hit. Should be enough. 6H, closing that game out. Troop is coming back with a vengeance here since the switch to Elphelt.
This Elphelt swap paying off, man. Hoki doing some good defense right there. FD blocking out a bit. Trying to get Slayer pushed back a bit. Trying to get that Troop pushed back, but with that tension able to convert off of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it seems like Hoki has some people rooting for them in chat, but also Troop with the Elphelt has some people, so we got some split opinions here of who we want to win, but, you know, that's what makes this stuff really exciting, right? The stuff that I like. You got the people cheering for both sides, just wanting to see some good Guilty Gear and go from there. So are we going to see the reverse sweep? Are we going to actually see it? We'll stay tuned.
We'll have to see, man. This is the qualify for that top 8 winner side, y'all. Of course, if you lose this match, you still got a second chance to get on that graphic, but would be nice to do so here. Troop trying to make it happen with this Elphelt swap. Hoki gonna have to see what adaptations we've made in these past 2 games to try to secure this win and finish our food.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Instant burst right off the bat there. Good blocks on the Fujin into the low. Again, nice blocks there from Troop.
And Hoki showing that 2P mash, something you're going to have to do to try to keep this Elphelt off of you. Unfortunately for Troop, wrecking right into that parry from Hoki, trying to buy some distance here. Troop does have a burst. We'll have to see if they use it. Comes out just in time. Tension being built for the side on Troop. Not enough to convert just yet. And Hoki getting some soft knockdowns, but the back throws come out.
Didn't even need super there. I thought that they were going to need the super, but nope. Damage with the wall break. Enough to take it.
That point here for Troop. With that being said, though, Hoki's taking it to the other side. Got a Rekka of their own. Low gets to pick up. Red RC to confirm. Taking it to the wall for this positive bonus. Getting gunned down here. Troop trying to buy some distance. That really deep JS converts, and now we're carrying Hoki here a bit.
Just recognized it, I think, a little bit, but then pushed the button and got hit with the counter. Final game, final round here. Who's moving on the winner's top 8?
That super is so active, that parry super flannel. Hang off here for Hoki, but Troop not taking it to heart. Getting this pickup with the Pineberry. Converting this 5H in the red RC. Hoki getting counter hit on that wake up. It's looking good for the Elphelt, but only a soft knockdown here.
Sure is, right? Gets that spin here. Time to use their pressure with the gold burst. With the throw, I was going to say that's great blocks there from Hoki, but gets thrown there at the very end.
Here we go.
All right,
Using
tornado
that
right off the
tornado
start
as
there. Good check.
Yeah, I love how we can like pseudo use these specials and these other buttons as like anti-airs. Noobhat, of course, playing on Axel has a lot of access to these like 5Ps, 2Ss, but using that tornado as well. Overhead to start off this wall break. Really strong round from this Axel flannel.
Yep. Really strong round. All right. All right, HariTime getting in, being able to get that Rekka. Gets the big counter hit off of that 6H. Able to get that wall stick. Doesn't use the meter for the hard knockdown, but still has that positive bonus. All right, YRC. Taking that turn back. Able to find the Rekka. But we got a burst out from Noobhat. Ooh, okay. Big 2H. Into the super. Not going to be enough here, but you're in a really bad spot and you don't have burst. And that burst ain't going to carry over into the next round. So you got to Gotta have that defense be top notch.
Like this right here, jailing us in with that 2H and that charge tornado, calling out that air dash in from HariTime. Oh, dancing right through that tornado as well. I don't know any Grand Blue fans in here. Looks like Grimner right there from Grand Blue. Dancing behind the tornado. Good stuff right there from Noobhat. Sucking you up right here with that Rensen follow-up. YRC from HariTime to try to stay on top, but Noobhat clapping right back with that red RC confirm.
Oh, okay. Air dash in, press the button, gets hit with the flip. Noobhat taking that first game there. Pretty commanding wins, I think, from both players when they got their offense going, I'm just going to say.
Getting that scoop in. That's a really good matchup thing right there, too, from Axel, right? You know, you want those Elphelts, they want to dance around. They want to get that shot in, regardless if it's the fast or slow version. You do that Rensen to suck up. I don't care where you're at on the screen, homie. This hitbox is huge.
Yeah, you're not avoiding that thing, man. That is for sure. All right, game 2 here. Big 6P right off the start into the Pineberry. Able to find some good pickups. Noobhat just being like, get off me. I don't want to deal with this. Sending out that tornado and finds the hit into the Axel Bomber. Not able to really pick it up, but still good damage.
Oh, that FD coming out for Noobhat, making it such that HariTime couldn't get that throw. Still going to stay on top of you, though. Too high on that Pineberry. Noobhat getting this back throw. Going to try to get a wall spot, but HariTime answers with a burst.
Nice. Yeah, these tornadoes are doing some work, Jeek. Destroying projectiles, being used as an anti-air. Really like them being used by Noobhat. But Noobhat finding a big 2H here going into the Rekka. Doesn't have any meter to extend it, unfortunately. And a deflect shield to push Elphelt out.
And these tornadoes, dude, Noobhat is so good with
Yeah.
these tornadoes. You know, we're using them to buy us this distance, to save us this space, the anti-air at times, and right here, going to super right through. HariTime trying to get something started. Looks like we're going to do so right here with this Rekka sequence. No tension to convert into a combo, but we'll take these resets. Back throw coming out from Noobhat. Great defense.
Ooh, okay. Big counter hit there. Really nice use of the anti-airs. I think that, like you're saying, those tornadoes have been doing work too, following behind them, being able to anti-air with them. Noobhat showing off some really great Axel play here. HariTime holding their own, though. And definitely not completely out of it, I would say. Just having to put a little bit of the pieces together, complete some of the, you know, put a complete game plan together, and you know, can get some points on the board. All right, big gunshot into a little bit of a combo, but we got the flip. Bursting. HariTime doesn't want to have to deal with that. Into the Rekka. Pineberry. A little bit of a Pineberry mix up there. Into a Rekka. Into a super. Decent amount of damage. And HariTime just really showing some good offense there.
Good offense indeed. Flex shield pushing you back. Noobhat down around here, but of course up in those games. HariTime going to stay on top of you like a gnat, man. This Axel, this Elphelt with that Rekka can be quite annoying, but Noobhat with a nice reversal super through that stagger.
Whoa, nice neutral jump just to be able to avoid that throw. Noobhat on set point here. Finding a good back throw. All right. HariTime finding their way out here. Nice little Rekka for the soft knockdown, but we got a YRC. But this is definitely going to hit.
Ooh. Okay, good mash post the flex shield right there with that 2P from Noobhat. Not just using that deflect shield, but knowing what to press after. HariTime definitely wants to end this match. Try to get a cheeky gold burst in there against Noob. Jumpin' JS gets the pickup, and we got the tension to convert as well. HariTime goes into the super. Is this enough to kill?
Oh, we got a sliver of life left with the Pineberry mix-up to close it. HariTime on the board. And, you know, Jeek, I got to say about HariTime, right? The big thing is that not crazy, like, consistent combos, right? And I think I said this a little bit before. You don't need the flashiest thing in the world. You need something that's a bread and butter, following up, recognizing the tension that they have, following that up into a super, making sure that they can close that game out, putting it into a good state. So impressive show in there, and with their back against the wall.
HariTime, of course, getting one here on the board. Looking strong, keeping this one competitive. I mean, damn, even if Noob had won that last one, I think it's been a good set so far. Of course, HariTime not going out without a fight, trying to stay on this winner side of the bracket against this Axel, but we're getting beat up with these tornadoes. Side swap on that close slash counter hit, looking good for this Axel. High APM coming out. HariTime with a YRC from downtown, but the 2H called out with this reversal super. Noobhat going on set point.
Going on set point, but not over. You know, HariTime's going to be fighting back here for sure. Oh, gets the RC, but doesn't actually get the burst, but goes into a nice little combo here. Not able to get the wall splat. Again, another little bit of a drop combo, I feel like, but it doesn't matter because it's Elphelt and you have to just hold the pressure anyway. Okay. Setting up the tornado here. Nice little 5P combinations. Gets the command grab into the one vision. Going to be seeing a little bit of the Axel bombers, but into a burst right away. Good.
Ooh, I think this connects.
Yeah, that was an interesting interaction there. But okay, good job following up that tornado there from Noobhat. Yeah, Bedman is just like a weird character, like that if you don't really know how to play against, and I think just has, you know, got some good buffs and stuff too. So I can definitely see why they're in here, but Troop just being like, you know what, I'm Elphelt, I have Rekkas. Oh, but it burst into the corner. A little bit of a scary situation there, so just using the burst to get out.
Getting needled out by this Bedman. Definitely a hard thing to overcome in that neutral when you got that pin into error code, but group on top of you now. YRC keeping us in the corner. This Bedman trying to jail you in a bit with those 8-way jump JS setups, but that 5D, oh my gosh, that was a hard call out from Troop.
Sure was, yeah, but some good JPs there from Speier being able to just anti-air, but doesn't matter. Troop finding that 2H like they have been doing into a lot of just a nice little combo to close it out.
Here we go. Oh, okay, we saw this same routing earlier from Speier. Troop on top of that defense, blocking it out again, rewarded with this back throw. JD gets the pickup, but not the conversion, but we'll take that counter hit 2H. Didn't confirm to the super, but we got the tension here for the mix. Speier does have burst to spend. Looks like we're going to start with the YRC. Troop takes one note from that book. Going to stay on top of you with this Rekka.
Yep, sure is. Going to go into the actual throw. Continue that pressure here, too. Has a burst, not using it. Just kind of holding it. You can't take it to the next round. And yeah, holds on to the burst. Interesting, you know, can be a lot. So maybe just didn't realize that they had it. But a really impressive showing, I think, from Troop there, and just especially in the corner. Like, that was just relentless pressure, Jeek.
Of course. And I mean, got to give some credit to Troop, you know, if they, with those Rekka sequences, it can be tricky. You can get one hit of that Rekka, confirm it into red RC, just hold down back, and as a way of pseudo baiting that burst. So Speier trying to look for a good time, possibly. Troop's going to get that first game on the board. It is only the first game. Still got a few more to go to decide who's going to move on.
Yep.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right. Nice little combo there to start it off. Unable to find the conversion overheads, bursting to get out of the pressure. But Troop finding another hit here from like those anti-airs and just doing a really great job at confirming into them. Doesn't have the meter for a hard knockdown, but still gets that wall break.
And I like this from Speier fighting back with that JP with those lights. YRC to try to keep that Elphelt off you, but Troop doing a good job of spending that YRC right back that just forced that turn on you, saying, hey, you know, good idea. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take it for myself. Spend that tension right back. Pays off with this first round.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
All right, wild assault right off the start. All right, good blocks, good blocks. Goes into the throw, though, mixing it up a little bit with the RC. Does have a burst. Thought it might have been getting blocked there a little bit, but YRC taking that turn back, YRC back. Group really just showing what they can do. Why they're in the top 8 here. And playing a good game.
Yeah, not much to say. Really confident Elphelt right here from Troop. Getting a lot of throws in here. I mean, we saw that paying off for Troop in their last set where they had that comeback on the Elphelt. Had a lot of those throws, starting weaving those in inside the Rekkas. And I mean, we're doing some good stuff from Speier, of course, answering a lot with these YRCs. But Troop answering right back with the same option. We'll have to see if there's an adaptation to that. Speier start catching on to this defensive mechanic usage and getting these punishes in.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, good blocks, good blocks. And then just bursting. Beyblading in. Oh, okay, finding the JS, but Troop doesn't want anything to do with that, so just bursting out. Both players without that. Good amount of resource on both sides, too.
Getting that install started. I like this from Speier. The low HP on the side of Troop means that some of these specials can be checkmate if we're not careful about our FD usage. The pins coming out. Speier doing some good zoning, getting around here on the board.
Yeah, I definitely like that. Going into the super and then just kind of recognizing that Troop was on low health and being able to kind of get some of that chip damage and find the hit to close it out.
Resetting that Rekka a few times in the middle of that sequence. Finally gets the opening. Speier getting wall broken here, but we did build up that tension. It is only a soft knockdown. Troop trying to get in with those high JSs. Pays off here with that close slash on the landing. Speier getting brought to the other side of the screen. Red RC to keep the combo going. Went for a little bit of a burst bait, but Speier wisely going to hold on to it, taking it to this last round. It's that point for Slayertroop.
Yep, sure is. Oh, nice. Good JPs there. Being able to get that hit. Able to set up just a little bit combo into the corner pressure, but okay, burst. We're keeping it in the corner. I like the offensive burst. But Troop really just being able to find these like stray hits and just doing a really good job at confirming them into the super wall break. Gonna have that hard knockdown. What's gonna be the mix?
Gonna go for that meaty 5H. Speier wants to spend that YRC to get some distance. A little too early on that RC with the throw, but it pays off regardless. Gonna get this wall break. Gonna loot that positive bonus. We got another chance here on the side of Speier, and it's starting off with this JP.
Okay, good 6P into the throw. Has the burst, using it. Nice. Into the corner. That's unfortunate. Able to find that close slash too as well on the wake up. Close the game out. Yeah, and Gibby, I mean, showing what they could do earlier. And Rev, we've seen before, and good Kai player here in the academy. So excited for this one.
Here we go.
All right, good block, good block.
Yeah, Rev, what was Rev's previous placing? Gonna have to check. Looks like they got that top 4 and top 8 roll. So Rev, a frequenter of this academy, having multiple placements. Of course, this is Gibby's first time here in the academy, here in this top 8. Not their first time playing Strive, though. BO for the payday bracket. You're gonna have to check out that link in the VOD. Gibby here starting off strong. Rev as well, though, gonna take it to this wall break. But that round was going either way, man. Gibby got one more hit into attention, into a red RC. It could have been for the favor of the Chipp.
Yeah, for sure. Rev doing a really great job, I think, of dealing with just kind of the trickery of these ropes and stuff. But just as I say that, Gibby finding a big counter hit, going to be able to get that corner pressure onto the rope. Finds another one here into the wall splat, going through the wall.
Oh,
okay.
That was tricky, dog.
I got hit. I got thrown. I got thrown. It's okay. I got thrown.
Yo, that was tricky, dog. I guess, I mean, the only thing that could have made that better is if it was a fast PRC, but damn, yeah, I got thrown too, Flannel. Looking good right here. Rev got you with that 5D mix in the middle of the stun edge. Gibby trying to get out of this corner with that double jump back alpha blade. But Rev fighting you back with these close slash, does not care about that rope. Gibby having the burst.
Okay, I like the idea. I like the idea. Just not able to actually finish it. But you're in a little bit of a tricky situation here. But we've seen... Oh, great DP. Just get off me. I don't want to deal with this. But it's just consistent, Jeek. It's like never ending from Gibby on this Chipp.
Never-ending red RC to keep it going, but that overhead was blocked by Rev. Great defense here in the clutch. One more hit into an RC will do it. Did not confirm to the red RC. Oh my god, the PRC, but waiting for that deflect shield to go away in the scramble. Rev gets the first game on the board, but man, that came down to literally the last input.
It's a beautiful game. It's fun. It's hype. It's just not the greatest when it comes to the online, but you know, it's near and dear to my heart, and that last round was exactly the reason as to why. But we're in the round 2 here. We're in the game 2. Seeing if Gibby can put that one behind him, but he's going to have to hold this 5D first. But Rev doesn't actually get the completed combo.
Didn't get that completed combo, but the mental damage was done, if you ask me. A full charge 5D like that. Gibby trying to keep this match in their favor, wanting the burst, but Rev DPing right through. Both of these players really religious with these DPs. You saw Rev using it again, but Gibby with an awesome rope punish, carrying you from across the screen. Couldn't keep it going, and this counter hit from Rev is going to fight right back. Oh my god, this is going so quick, Flannel.
I know. It should be enough to actually end it here in style with the RTL. One of my absolute favorite super animations. Short, sweet, to the point, gorgeous.
Oh man, Gibby is so fun. I love watching Gibby play, dancing around with this rope, man. You know, you backdash to buy that distance just to teleport across the screen on the rope. But Rev trying to keep this shock state, trying to keep those Fuji arcs in the corner. Gibby doing a good job fighting out.
All right, just throwing out the beta blade there, but being able to find this hit from that rope. Ooh, okay, not able to find the continued pickup, but still a good little combo there.
Red RC conversion, Gibby going into the super. I think that'll be enough to kill. At least it'll be close. Of course I jinxed it, but only on a pixel. Let's see what Rev's answer is. Looks like either a meaty or a chip. Regardless, Gibby not complaining about that one. Love getting that round here. Bring us to the last one. Rev with a really confident run up close slash. 2 in a row.
All right, getting that rope set up here. Nice little block into the throw. Got to burst out of that. Oh. Oh my God, the air throw. But Gibby here not out of it just yet. But just one hit. And when you see Rev throwing out a little bit of those 2Ks.
Gibby here on a pixel in a dream. Starting off with a good counter hit here. Going to take you through the wall as well. Gibby got those rope confirms on lock. Not going to take you to the wall, actually. Pick the super that's going to get us this Alpha Blade mix-up. What side are we going to be on?
Oh, goes for... Okay, overhead, but great block there! Sacred Edge into the Future Arc, able to actually find the last hit. Rev coming through at the very end there. That air throw when Gibby was on the rope, Jeek, was amazing. That was so sick. That's like... You were like a fly. You're in the circus, you know what, right? It's like this tightrope running back and forth. No, get down on the ground. I don't want to see it. I'm tired of dealing with this. Man, that was cool.
And but also down to that last hit situation again.
Yeah, I know. You know, and I think with Gibby, you just got to kind of put in your head, like, you know what? I'm in these games. They're coming down to some last hit situations. I can get this run back. I can get this run back. I can get this reverse sweep.
Rev with some hard callouts right there. That run-up throw on the round start can be a sign of, Rev picking up on some tendencies. We're going back to neutral here, doing some projectile wars. Gibby low on this HP, but we did get this pickup on Rev. Trying to build up this tension. The trade hit goes in our favor, and it looks like we may get a wall break. Rev does have the tension. We're going to have to see how we spend it for this Kyle.
All right, good DP there. YRC taking that turn back. Always, good backdash to be able to call out that DP, being able to take this round.
Good answer from Gibby right there. Gibby repping that OMG, by the way. I was so in a rush to put the tags up. Forgot to put up that OMG tag. Shout out to Gibby. Shout out to the payday bracket. Rev saying, I don't care who my opponent is. I'm going to bait their burst. I'm a Diraclat Red RC. Look at this combo, man. That's a Danny combo.
Dude, look at that damage, too. Oh, man. Oh, big counter hit here from Gibby. Alpha Blade DP, interesting interaction there. A little bit of a run under, getting that close slash. Not able to pick anything else up here. And Gibby just continuing that pressure. Puts themselves in the corner. And Rev finding the throw to close that out on set point here.
Yeah, Rev with that active defense, whether it was the delayed tech or calling out that fake meaty from Gibby. It's that back throw to get the round, putting us on set point. But we're not getting away with it for free. Gibby dancing around you on this rope, confirming in the super. Not going to take you to the wall, but going to put you there. Rev taking a lot of damage here from this Gibby here, man. Looks like it's going to be a perfect unless we have an answer. The trade comes out, says, hey, I won't give you the perfect, but you do get the game. Gibby gets one on the board.
Yeah, and I mean, that's this. Do you know what's crazy about this? This could have easily been a 3-0 sweep for Gibby. Or, I mean, for Rev too as well. I mean, like, it's just, I feel like it's that close. And, you know, we saw 2 of those games go down, but now Gibby might be playing a little bit carefree here, like with some, like what else do I got to lose? I got to throw this all, like just put everything out there on the table and, took this game, a little bit of pressure on Rev. I mean, these things can swing pretty easily. So I want to see what both players do here.
I mean, Rev definitely on that stable character, that Kai Keys, or at least depending on who you ask. Gibby here on that chip, definitely an explosive character. Can be death of 1,000 cuts or death of 2 touches. But right now, looking strong for this chip. Rev wanting the burst to try to get out of the corner, but the Fuji Arc shuts down the rope. Skyerainn gets that shock state applied. Good backdash on the wake up. Gibby taking the corner back for themselves.
Yep, finds the hit there too as well. Going to be able to use the super. The Otter coming out there too as well. Hitting Rev through the wall. Looks like we might be in a one-touch situation here, but Rev finding that Scum Dipper into the RC.
That rope dancing around, man, getting you on that cross-up. It can be kind of hard to decide what to do. Do I anti-air? Do I 2H? Do I DP? Gibby's not going to give you that time. He's going to run you down. Getting another round here on the board. Rev, of course, up in those games, but getting sent through the wall right now. Gibby doing some good adaptations.
Sure is. YRC taking the turn back. You know. Okay. Waiting for that burst. Good hold there from Rev just to be able to make sure that burst gets off, but gets tagged there. One more hit here from Gibby and does the raw super. Gets tagged, keeping it simple into the RTL wall break here. Into the hard knockdown. Ooh, great tack on the wake up. But is able to find that far slash into the confirmed kill. Interesting decision. I think Gibby sent it. But you know what? You got to put it behind you and you got to keep playing for this one.
Oh, man, when that DP wall splats that high, it looks like it hurts, man. Good stuff right here. Rev getting that burst from Gibby. Oh, man, here on that set point for the Kai, spending that burst, but supering right through the Fujer arc. Gibby with that hard call-out post-burst. Gonna pay off here. Rev does have the tension to spend on the wake-up super.
All right, blocked. What's the combo here? What's the... Oh, okay, finds the Alpha Blade. Finds the Rekka Jeek. 2-2. Gibby coming back. Damn.
Whoa. Okay, I'm holding my breath now.
I feel like, you know, I'm getting a workout standing here, right? From how fast my heart's beating from this set. Getting some cardio in. All right, final game for the set. Let's see what both of these players have.
Okay. Gibby getting caught with that active 5K. HP looking low right here for the side of this Chipp, but looking good with that red RC confirm right back. Double jump for that reset, but Rev with the back throw. Awake on that defense, bringing us the set point.
Yeah, it looks like Rev is kind of locked into a different zone here. Goes for the RC into the... Ooh, okay, nice little backdash for the DP. Goes right into the super. Gonna get this nice wall break here. Hard knockdown. Positive bonus. All good things for Chipp.
Ranking that positive bonus, doing the one hit confirming the super. Not going to be enough to kill, but going to be enough to mix. Rev does have some defensive mechanics. We'll have to see if they use it for this round. Holding on to that burst. Doesn't need to spend it yet with this counter hit far slash DP combo. Shock state applied as well. Burst coming out from Gibby and then calling out the heavy stun edge with the super. We're going to the last round.
Oh yeah, great call out there from the heavy stun edge with the super. Both players, no burst. Gets the DP. Nice air the air there too as well with him on the rope. Sets up that heavy stun edge into the YRC, taking that turn back. Finds a big counter hit, but unable to actually find any confirm off of that.
Oh, didn't get the confirm, or rather the extension off of that stun edge combo, off that shock state combo. Gibby trying to capitalize on that. One more hit will do it. And it's the trade. That walk-up close slash, I think it was, from Rev. Taking the set 3-2. But, man, that was a nail-biter.
Nope, we can't. He's everywhere. Same color, too, as well. You know, I've seen Jerraldthefourth in a previous Academy bracket and played really well. Mino we saw earlier, too. Really strong Valentine, Ram. But let's see what both these players got.
Mino looking good right now.
Yep.
Gonna get this wall break with that red RC. Plan on to break the fourth wall. I got to step away from the setup, but I trust you to hold it down. What's going to happen here? Good blocks here from Jerrald.
All right, good blocks from Jerrald, but we got Ram there, right? So we got that Morbato through the wall break. Good showing from Mino. Ram with good hit, good flip. Getting that sword pressure in here, which is really difficult to deal with when you're in the corner. Great tech, actually. Great tech, but just not enough for that burst. But flips over, throws. It was all planned. Getting back into the corner. Windshield wipers through. One-touch situation here from Mino. Just running up, getting that meaty hit. And a perfect to show it out. So, honestly, really impressive showing there from Mino. I know everybody's sitting there and saying bed gaming. It seems like the chat comes alive when Bedman's on screen. Wanting to see that Bedman versus Bedman mirror. But Mino's like, no, if I don't, no. Right. If I have something to do with it, you're gonna have to see a Ram versus Bedman.
All right, I'm back. What was the score plan on who took it?
Mino took it with a perfect.
There we go. Oh wow. Okay, there we go on that Ramlethal.
Yep.
Trying to shut down these bedmen plural. Don't forget, y'all. We got Speier still in the bracket as well. Going to be coming up soon on that bedman.
All right, Rekka using that rock too, getting that sword pressure, flipping in there, being able to find that hit into a nice little combo into the throw. Mino really mixing up a lot of these options. Oh, nice. Gets the air throw too off of the PRC. YRC here. Is this Jerrald's chance? Finds a nice little hit. Should be. Okay, nice. Air dash down with the diagonal for the JS. Looks like one more hit here. That's a ton of stuff going on screen, Jeek.
Yeah, I'm getting hit. I'll tell you that. Or the very least, I don't know when I'm supposed to be pressing, if at all. Apparently not then. MinoMiushi down around here. MinoMiushi. Jerrald doing a good job with this counter hit far slash. Going to take it back to this corner. I mean, once we got you in the corner, we're looking good, but a little too greedy with that special. Miushi ready with that back throw.
Sure is, and I like this, like going in with the sword pressure, running. Ooh, okay, finds a nice counter hit. Gonna switch for the corner. Great decision there. We saw what the damage that Jerrald did in the corner was last time. Same result here. Really great recognition. RC being able to run under, being able to push Mino back into the corner for that that kill there.
And if I'm not, I mean, that's a clapback, man. Getting one on the board. Jerrald with a nice answer back here against Mino. Mino ended the last one with a perfect, as you told me. So great stuff right there. Great quick adaptations.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, you know, the mental is a big part of these games too as well. So I think just keeping that composure, sticking to your game plan, and adapting. So, but Mino here finding some big counter hits and going to be able to get a lot of damage off of this into that positive bonus.
Beyond you in with these rocks right here. Jerrald not getting too antsy, trying to take their turn back, but Mino still weaving in that counter hit and the stagger, confirming to the windshield wipers for the perfect. Man, that was just a Ramlethal round, to be honest with you.
It sure was. They happen every once in a while. Okay, really good back throw here. And this is where, ooh, nice 2K to be able to interrupt the pressure. We've seen Jerrald excel there, but Mino saying, nope, I'm going to poke out here and I'm going to start establishing myself.
Right into that super for the hard knockdown. Jerrald does have some meter and burst to answer back. Going to spend that burst. But that nice dash in special cancel from Mino meant that Jerrald didn't have enough time to even pick an anti-air, man.
Yeah, I know. And just that's really good. It all started, man, with that 2K there, just being able to interrupt that pressure and establish themselves. I mean, we've seen what Jerrald can do when they get Mino into the corner, establish that bedman pressure that can just be a lot to deal with. So one little interaction, I think, that kind of leads to a lot of that. So really great work at choosing their moment. But we saw this before, right? Mino had a really commanding game 1. Jerrald came back, won game 2. Are we going to get the same result here?
I mean, yeah, and they were pretty handedly decided games too, to be honest with you. That game 2 from Jerrald, this game 3 from Mino. So it's been going hard back and forth. Nice counter hit on the round start right there from Jerrald, answering that burst with a white wild assault from downtown, staying on top of this Ramlethal and taking away the resources. Looking good for this Bedman so far.
Yep. Okay, wild assault right off the bat. Nice jump over. Is going to be able to have the corner here. Finds the flip into the wall stick. Mortabato. Oh, safe jump. Okay, nice. But PRC able to find the 2S there. And then into the special for the round.
Yeah, Jerrald getting this first one, and I mean that's the prophecy, right? Well,
Yep.
a player A wins and player B wins, but Mino trying to break that prophecy right now with those windshield wipers. Jerrald with a good burst and a needle to try to push you back, and I like this zoning that we're opting for right here. Mino very aggressive. Jerrald trying to slow you down if we can help it.
Gets the throw. Okay. Drops it, but able to find the pickup. Nobody saw it. But we're going to have the 2K 2D bursting out, keeping that pressure into the corner. And this is where, unless you got some heroics, it might be GG go next. But, yeah. But, Jerrald, let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, that bar slash pretty nutty, man. You got to check out the hitboxes on Dustloop to understand why that one connected. But Mino not upset about that. That's why we picked Ramlethal on character select screen. Now we got you jailed in with these H swords. Going into super, maybe an S sword input was in the future or in the past right there. Jerrald capitalizing with that fuzzy double overhead. And now we're taking into game 5 on this Bedman.
Yeah, and that JS in the air with that new vacuum, like the improved vacuum effect and stuff that it has too as well, being able to actually confirm off of that more consistently, and just recognizing, like I said before, recognizing, hey, I'm gonna get the corner swap. I'm doing great when they're in the corner. Getting that corner swap into the round. Who's gonna break? Really. The prophecy has to be broken here if Jerrald wants to win. So,
for sure, yeah. If we're going by the, if we're taking turns here, maybe it's in Mino's favor. Of course, looking strong with that burst lead on the jump. Jerrald here in the corner, getting throw protection under that H sword, spending our burst to keep the bed in the corner. Ramlethal got some tension built up as well, dropping that Rekka sequence, but PRC to keep it safe. Jerrald trying to get something started here if we can help it. That 2P light did come out, but this stagger, man, finally 2S counter hit for Bedman to get out of the corner.
Good use of the Mortabato there as the reversal. Doesn't want to deal with the corner, but a good 2K2D. Into some tricky stuff here too as well, and some really cool combos. Should be enough to kill. Got the wall stick at the very end. Jerrald on set point.
No way that worked, by the way. What was that combo plan? Was that like an OTG wall bounce? I don't know what I was looking at. Gonna have to watch
it's a Bedman combo.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see the
just
replay on that one. But Mino right here, on top you with this Rekka. I like that. I like ending the Rekka and not RCing, saving that meter. Jerald respecting that option, so you get to keep that tension regardless. H sword from the other side of the screen. Flip kick to do some dancing here. Now we can't pick up that H sword just because we're there. We have to wait for that timer, but Mino still capitalizing with that pressure, getting the tick throw in, bringing us to the last round of this last game.
All right, going back to that, I like this. Using the needle, using the follow-up too as well, and just trying to fish for some hits. But Mino being able to find that corner too as well, and a really big counter hit here. So we're going to get some big damage into a wall break super.
Mino likes that hard knockdown. Got to build up some tension. Was that? I think that was a safe jump. Good read right there from Mino. Good option. Jerald not getting punished too hard for that wake-up super. About to get that burst back, but the PRC, unfortunately, not a bait for this Ramlethal. Jerald has another chance with these needles.
Yep. And I mean, and Jerald gets tagged there in the trade.
But that's the nature of this academy bracket, man. Any other day, you'd see these players up on that winner side, but here they are down here on the loser side. Gonna get those names updated for you in just a second. HariTime on the left on that Elphelt. Revadah, of course, on that Kai on the right side here in loser semis of the Academy 9.
It's that nice air throw after the PRC. And I mean, the thing is that sometimes you just got to make a loser run. But unfortunately, one of these players is going to be going home here after this game, after this set.
We're going to see who it's going to be. Of course, a good start to this set by Rev with the life lead at least. But HariTime capitalizing right back, trying to get that Rekka sequence in. Rev using that meterless reversal to fight back. That's the layer 1 defense against this Elphelt, man. I don't know what you're doing. I'm just going to DP right through it.
Hey, if it works, it works. And if it, you represent your options, and then they have to adapt to it. So, but we got some, air dashes in here too. Able to find a hit into the Rekka. HariTime's been doing this all tournament long. Really simple combo into the super. But great back throw punish there too from Revadah, who's not going to squander this opportunity, I know.
Fortunately couldn't keep that going right there with that shock state combo. HariTime going to hold on to this burst and get out of the corner. Staying on top of you with these 2 H's into the Rekka. Gave up the turn into the super, but did Rev press? Oh, they did!
Oh, wow! Okay, burst out there. Oh, with the gunshot that comes back. Snipes Kai in the back there. Fujer our counter hit right off the start.
Looking crazy. Could have been anyone's round right there. Could have been a game for Rev, but instead we're here in round 3. Rev is still having to fight back. Doing so confidently with that heavy stun edge through HariTime 6P. Looking good for this Kai, but the Elphelt fighting back. The DPs after the RC, man. Now, I think we're blocking this time, surely.
We sure are. Really simple combo there to confirm that. Overall, just a good round from Rev.
Yeah, great stuff, man. Hari with a really good option right there with that fall down JS against that Stun Dipper, but that's the thing about Stun Dipper RC, man, is that not only can it confirm you get that low hit, but it can keep yourself safe with that purple RC. Great stuff with Rev. We're moving on to this game too.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, nice air there. Hari just bursting out. Finds a big 2H, so both players without burst. And just using this Pineberry into the Rekka, we're going to probably... Ooh, we're going to see Bomb Super here through the wall. That stays through the wall now.
Oh, and even when you get that hit, it doesn't go away, as you saw Rev with that DP. I'll speak for myself, man. When I get that bomb vest on me, it is checkmate, bro. It is so hard to play around. Whether you get the hit, whether you block it out, it's still going to go off. Rev right there, unfortunately on the losing side of that round, but fighting right back with this wild assault confirmed, taking HariTime through the wall.
Yeah, definitely. And able to find that 5D there too as well into the RC, being able to get some big damage here. Going to be in a one-touch situation. Positive bonus, 50% meter, but wake up super. Into the big 6D or 6H hit into the wall stick. HariTime fighting back here.
Under tension on the side of Rev. Going to keep that RTL safe, and the 5D mix comes out. Definitely bet it all on black right there, but it paid off. Sometimes that's how it works. HariTime going down there in that round. We're still in this last round. Pick up on that Foudre Art counter hit, gets the burst out of HariTime's pocket. Another burst coming out from Rev. It's a strong start to this round here.
Yep, strong start here. Unable to really complete that combo there in the corner, but a BRC into the close slash counter hit. Oh, unfortunately gets a little bit wonky with the way that it launched. But into the RTL wall break, hard knockdown. Oh, okay, run up 5K. Into the air throw. We've seen a lot of this from Revadah. And then into the 5D, just like last game, like last round. Being able to close this one out, Jeek.
That 5D mix, man, it may as well be a Kai special move. But I mean, and also, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not trying to glaze Rev too much, but I can tell Rev be watching some Kensei, Rev be watching some Danny. The way we mix in this 5D, the way we confirm off these shock state combos. Rev's got a pretty good Kai. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I mean, and like sometimes it's just another layer, right? That you're throwing in that somebody has to actually respect, and they have to keep that mental stack, which is such a big part of fighting games. But right off the start here, being able to find that corner, and Hari actually has to use that burst with the IAD in for the big hit. But a nice little poke out there, but Scum Dipper's pretty quick.
Now Hari gotta shout them out, getting top 8 at that Clash reunion, bringing us down to this last round in every game so far. The game count doesn't reflect how close this has been. Rev with a really strong finish there, putting us on set point, however.
Yep, setting. Okay, nice little check out there. Big 2H. We've seen this quite a bit. Doesn't have enough for the super, but using that DP. Oh, okay, nice. Good block on the YRC. Able to really kind of establish this pressure in the corner with that Foudre arc too as well. Got to burst out. We got another big touch. Not over just for Hari, but Rev using that DP. I mean, you were going through the Bedman gauntlet is what you were doing. The losers run against Bedman. All right, big JS, just an instantaneous burst right off the bat there.
Mino getting this H-sword pickup. And I like that combo. We're going for that same combo every time because it works, man. That kickflip on that H-sword pickup, but Speier wise to that, gets the burst and gets this interaction you're seeing right here. But that nice 2K mash means the error code doesn't come out.
Yep. Oh, a little bit too far away for the actual pickup there. And gets the bed slam into a nice little combo. Gonna wall stick. I don't think, yeah, not enough to kill here, but just a one touch. And you know what, Mino, I think appropriately really being like this, Speier is going to go for the projectile. I need to go forward. Using the super with the PRC on both sides into the flip. Able to pick up that round. Close round.
That was an insane pickup right there and a good clash cancel on this round start from Mino. Definitely an active game from both players so far. Speier getting counter hit here in the corner, picked up by that H sword, but bursting that same combo again. If you're going to go for it every time, Mino, then Speier can burst it every time as well. Got this S sword pickup though and taking it through the wall.
Mortabato blocked, but be able to make it safe with the PRC, but is able to find that hit into the 6P. Has the error code, but it gets canceled with the hit. These flips is just doing a lot of work. Fast, difficult to see. Mino taking game 1.
The overhead from downtown, man, it'll get us all. Especially when you're that low HP. Mino doing a good job of just using that option that skipped the neutral. Especially, I think, oh yeah, we got the tension right away to confirm it to the hit. Let's say, even if that blocked, Mino going to stay on top of that Bedman from the other side of the screen. First,
100%.
First game on the board. Got to see what this bed does back. But Mino warmed up against the bed, man. Mino been taking a nap already.
Getting those Z's in, right? That beauty rest so that they could go up against another Bedman here. But you know, I mean, Speier showing some stuff there. So definitely not is able to actually win this set here. Just got to put it together. Great cat scratches there. Able to get the confirm into the wall break for the hard knockdown, and then just continue that pressure. Living right where Ram wants to be, in the corner. Keep it simple. Mortabato again. Tries to go for the throw, but gets that JH. Game, round over.
Now that was still a really good tech right there from Speier. You know, I'll speak for myself. I probably would have been crumbling in the face of that pressure, but Speier still active on that defense with that back throw, with that delay tech. Mino, of course, still on top, trying to keep this corner pressure going. Speier with a good mesh out, the burst to keep the corner going, though, and that kick flip red RC that Mino is so good at doing.
Yep. Oh, YRC, but doesn't hit anything, but no punish on that. Able to get the JS. Oh, okay, switch the corner. This is Speier's chance to do quite a bit of damage here. Able to find a big counter hit into the error. White Wild Assault, but a nice jump there from Mino. Doesn't have enough. Bedman having a lot of health there. Got that defense. Able to live through it. Has the burst. But a far slash pickup there from Mino, closing out that game.
Man, if only we had Speier play a Ramlethal matchup last. Make it a little even here. Of course, Mino had that warm up against the bed.
Yeah.
Speier right here showing some cool stuff against this Ramlethal, bringing us down close in these rounds. But the counts, of course, going in Mino's favor. Up 2-0 right now, trying to make this one a quick set, trying to move on to fight Rev in the loser semis. But until then, we got to see what Speier has to say on this bed.
For sure.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, continuing that corner pressure, just being pushed right back in. Gets that throw. Working wonders. Into the wall stick.
Oh, I like that. The double jump kickflip for that air stall. May as well have 3 jumps at that point. Didn't get the windshield wiper confirm after Speier dancing around with that aerial 236S PRC to try to keep it safe, but Mino fighting back, putting you on set point.
Yeah, really strong showing here too as well. And this has kind of been the way that a lot of these have started, right? Is that Mino's just pushed Speier right into the corner where Ramlethal wants to be, being able to get this positive bonus in the meter right off the bat. But good 6P into the Beyblade. But we got the Mortabato for the reversal, a tech, and a burst here. But a really difficult position to be in for the Bedman.
Counter hits a good start. Mino spent that 50 tension on the BRC, which means we got to build it back up for another Mortabato attempt, but not even gonna need it. Gets it on the far slash. Mino moving on 3-0 against another Bedman.
Definitely Troop has shown what they can do on the Elphelt too. Making a really strong run through the bracket after switching from that Johnny.
Versus Axel. Duel 1.
Here we go, y'all. And that's actually a good point you brought up there at the end there, Flannel, about that Johnny. if this Elphelt starts off and, you know, we don't see it cooking the way we planned, maybe that Johnny comes back out for a reverse sweep. But until then, Noobhat doing some good sequencing on this Axel. Didn't kill off that red RC, but will off this tornado in an awesome round.
Yeah, really strong round there to start off from Noobhat. Ooh, Axel Bomber right off the bat there. Gets the good close slash, but... All right. Nice way navigating through a lot of those chains and stuff from Axel. Able to find the hit and take this corner here.
Super confirm as well here. Noobhat does have the 50 tension to fight back. Looks like we're going to do so with this wake up super. I don't know if this hits. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to. Great answer right there from Troop on that hard knockdown. Bring us to the last round.
Yep. Okay, nice. Good just block into the actual punish throw. We've seen a few of those from Noobhat.
Yeah, I mean, you get these really high JSs as well from the Elphelts. You see Troop trying to get in on this Noobhat, but Noobhat being even on hit. You know, if you're too high on that JS, I'll get that back throw. Of course, we got the vest applied. Yeah, you want to take your turn back because you get that hit with the YRC, but with the bomb vest, it can be tricky. Troop trying to get out of this corner post YRC burst to put you back in there. Noobhat trying to fight with this Ren-Sen and the full screen zoning as well. Troop, what are you going to make happen?
Definitely. And just patience, though. Oh, but the tornado actually gets the hit. Ooh, big JH there. Not going... Oh, just got enough meter. But Noob able to actually find the really quick combo there to end that. But I gotta say, I like the way that Troop is playing a little bit more patiently here, right? Not just consistently IAD JHing in, right? Which we know that Noob has done a really great job at fighting against, but being a lot more patient, taking their time. Just a little bit of a disconnect with the meter. Just if they got it a little bit sooner, I think they might have recognized that to be able to get that RC off to continue that for the round.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely right. I've definitely been seeing Troop slow it down a bit, and I wonder if it also has something to do with that wake up super that Noob had represented. Player doesn't want to give up their turn, of course, wants to win the Oki situation right there. Is going to be able to call out that full screen Axel Bomber. Gets the cross up as well with that Pine Berry. FD ain't going to save you on the cross up. Great conversion here from Troop, staying on top of you with this 5H as well. Axel going through the wall. Flannel with a round win, 2 Gs.
Troop just sitting there and just exerting their will that entire time. Oh, okay, we got a command grab here too as well. Not enough for a one vision, obviously, at the start of the round, but still some really good damage and just establishing that as, like, I have this.
Yeah, Noobhat wasn't able to get away with that command grab option against their opponents earlier. So we'll see if it gets sprinkled in a bit here. Troop awake with that back throw. Noobhat not able to keep that setup true, and now you got to block out this Rekka or get thrown because you're blocking too much. Great pressure right there from Troop. Getting scooped back in, though.
All right, YRC there. Oh, but little bit too far, Jeek, for the throw. Whiff throw. Noobhat takes advantage of that.
Last round here. Has that game advantage as well. Doesn't have the burst advantage. Troop is going to get a second chance earlier, or at least a Wild Assault conversion earlier. Going to spend it off of that Tornado anti-air. Noobhat happy about that one. Going to zone you back with some of this stagger. Man, these tornadoes are getting us so much mileage.
Yeah, and this is what we're seeing in a lot of the other rounds too as well. And just with a nice little pickup there for the perfect to close that game out. I mean, this is what Noobhat has been doing against everybody that he's playing, and just started doing it again, right? Throwing out those tornadoes, slowing down the game a little bit, slowing down those air approaches, blocking the projectiles, and then following up behind it. So just a really, really good showing, and just kind of going back to a strategy, going back to the well and what works.
Noobhat trying to speed run this winners finals, guys. Just a reminder, here at the Academy, the way things work, is we cap the rating update limit for who can join. But if you win the Academy, getting first place over all the other entrants, 32 today, then you'll graduate, meaning you can't play in the Academy anymore. A little bit of a kiss and a curse. Noobhat trying to fight for that spot here on the winner's side, looking strong with this 2-game lead here against Troop. Bomber Red RC combo, not going to wall splat, but going to keep you in the corner. YRC buys us some time.
Yep, definitely does. And Troop coming back here with that throw, being able to establish this pressure. But a nice little trade there, actually, that I think is in the favor of Noobhat, who is able to actually get the Winter Mantis off and then able to just one vision into the win there.
I called it, man. That command grab actually connecting this time in this and against this particular opponent. Noobhat going to weave it in a bit more. Getting a wall splat here and a break. That's some decent damage here for no tension spending. But a nice counter hit JS from Troop is going to keep you on top of Noobhat, unless YRC has something to say about it.
Yep. Able to get a nice little mix up there with the Pine Berry. We've been seeing that a lot. Extending it with the combo. Going to go right to the other, pretty close to the other corner. But back to full screen here, too, as well, which is definitely at the advantage of Axel. Nice jump there, though, over the command grab. Recognizing that that's an option.
Okay, oh, I like this from Troop, by the way. So we're doing these jump-ins, but we're not overcommitting with any shots, any specials, any jump normals. We're just trying to get a nice block here against this Noobhat, but it pays off for the Axel in the end.
Now we got Revadah and Mino, who have been doing wonders in their losers bracket runs and have beat some really strong opponents. So who's going to have the chance to go up against this Elphelt for the chance at the grand finals?
Good calling right there. Back down to this loser's side with a full charge 5D to start it. Revadah, a previous top 4, top 8er of the Academy against Mino in their first ever run. Fighting for this 4th place spot here in losers semis flannel. It's been a long day. We've gotten all the way to this point. It's been fun so far. Still got a few more games to go. And Rev is trying to fight their way to that grand final spot. Unless Mino has something to say about it in this next round.
100%. And you said it is a long day, and that long day is for the players also too, so there's definitely going to be some fatigue that's setting in. So who's going to be able to power through here? Great actual confirm there. This is, Mino just showing, pushing into the corner, getting right where they're at. Oh, nice. Okay, challenging that Fuji arc, but we got the DP, the reset stuff here. Into the flip, getting that overhead is going to be enough to take that round.
A lot of counter hits coming out here. Flannel, Rev coming out on top of those counter hits. Of course, the round count's even right now. Mino clapping back, trying to jail you in with these H swords. Rev jumping in the corner, trying to avoid that pressure. The walk up R slash starts this interaction. Going to take it to the other side of the screen, and the heavy sun edge to jail you in as well. Rev looking good this round, but the YRCs are going to slow it.
Yep. YRC back. Oh, but the DP with the whiff and then finding just the straight hit. I mean, Kai's buttons are really good, but
yes,
really good buttons on that character. But yeah, I mean, just another. I have a feeling that this is going to be another back and forth match, which we've seen from a lot of Revs too. Or Revs games. Jumping right back into it, not wasting any time. Just saying, GG on that one, but we're going next. We're jumping right back in and keeping that momentum.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Here we go. R slash with enough recovery to block that JH. Good defense right there, but Mino gets that burst bait. And the DP bait to boot. Flannel, a strong round so far for this Ramlethal.
It's so true. I mean, maybe Mino is actually starting to recognize these DPs that Rev is throwing out, using the burst for the offensive pressure with the whip. Oh, no, the throw actually didn't connect, but it doesn't matter because we're still finding hits here for Rev. Has the meter for the Scum Dipper, but Mino finding a hit. Again, I mean, it's just, these are back and forth games, Jeek. All right, finding the DP. And a big counter hit, going to be able to get the windshield wipers off. And even from that small little combo, we're looking at a fourth of your health. That's gone. With another charged 5D. Are we going to get the complete combo here off? We're going screen coast to coast, one side of the screen to the other. 2K2D into a nice little combo here, which is going to wall. Oh, no! I jinxed it.
You jinxed it, Flannel. You got ahead of it. But no, it ended up paying off for Rev regardless.
I'm so sorry. I jinxed it.
Can't be a commentator without a curse every once in a while. We all know how it is. Great fight back here from Mino. Rev trying to get something started with those heavy stun edges, but we're pushed down to the corner by this Ramlethal. Some buttons whipping quite a bit back and forth. Stun Dipper Red RC lets us bait that burst as well. Rev kind of running it this round.
Just really oh man, just a clean round. I mean, a little bit dicey in the beginning, but afterwards just kind of establishing that pressure and just going up 2-0 against Mino.
Mino fighting strong, though. I think the last game went to the last round as well. So it's just one of those situations, Flannel. You know how it is. You've been playing fighting games for a while. Sometimes that score count does not reflect how hard we are working. And I think we're working pretty hard on the side of both these players. We'll have to see who it pays off for.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, nice little walk back there. Not doing anything. Able to find a counter hit. And okay. Have to use that burst, and I really like this from Mino, just being patient and letting Rev do stuff and then actually responding to what is being done. Able to get that corner pressure here with the DP and a nice little tech, but this is just consistently wearing down Rev. But Rev is able to fight back a little bit here, and we might be going a little bit coast to coast.
Coast to coast, heavy stun edge to jail you in. Rev getting caught with that H sword. Unfortunate for the Kai. Mino happy about that one. Able to secure that round with that H sword pickup. Looking good. Good start here. Trying to slow things down against this Kai, and you're going to have to.
Yep. Using that range really nice too, but nice Wild Assault combination into the RTL. Going to be close enough for the wall break too, for that hard knockdown. We're just going to run up throw. That's what Kais do.
Run up throw. May as well be another special move. Check that Kai dust loop. Check those special moves. 6D is one of them. Mino spending that burst as a hero would. Got the 50 tension to boot. Looks like this H sword is going to be a good start to it. Now Rev has a burst of their own. Flannel. We'll have to see how they weave it in.
Oh! The wake up RTL sending it. Mino not out of it, right? You got to settle the nerves. You got to settle it down. You just got to play what you play, right? But Rev saying, you know what? No, I'm closing this game out. I want it to be done with. Finding a big hit, but a great block on that charge D.
Ooh. Fighting back, though, with that 6P and the pressure. Mino not falling over to this Kai. Catching the backdash with our far slash, converting into 5H. That's some standard Ramlethal for you. These H swords have been putting in work. Going into the super as well. Hard knockdown. Rev, you got to have an answer. Gold burst, is it?
One hit here from both players and a great 6P. This is we got the shock state, but the 2K into the Rekka. Mino getting on the board, not making it a clean sweep. Like you said, Jeek, this is closer than the score is showing. And we just saw Mino kind of put in the work there to be able to take that game.
Man, if only I'm watching this replay back. And I hope the players do as well, man. There's other opportunities that can be found here in these matches. I hope you all go back and look in the sake of improvement. See how you can do different routes, different combos, spend your meters differently. Right there was a good example of it. Mino coming out on top, kick flipping over that stun edge, burst getting baited by Rev. And now from the downtown, 6P taking you to the corner.
Gets the 5D conversion there too into the wall stick. Going through the wall. Ooh, great backdash there from that 6P. Able to convert on it too and be able to get this corner pressure going. But I'm saying I really... Ooh, nice little walk back. Nice little walk back there from Rev. Calling out that throw, going in, picking it up. I'm just going to say I think Rev is doing a really good job at just jumping out of this corner pressure from Mino.
Oh. It's time in that DP, though. It happens to us. Mino taking advantage of it, getting that punish, but the back throw, that jump in was way too high. Flannel Rev capitalizing on that, taking that burst from Mino.
Ooh, a little bit too soon there, but has that corner. Good reactions with the 5P. Is it gonna... Oh, it's not enough! Oh! Double KO! You know what? That helps Mino. That's fine.
Yeah, we take those. We take those, Mino. Holy moly, picking you up with the rock too, Rev. Rev, do not let that get to your head, homie. Tie your shoes. We're all good here. Getting that counter hit, JH. Good start here for this Kai. Trying to slow down this Ramlethal after a crazy swing on that double KO.
Yep, good blocks here, but just having to use that burst because getting tagged with that kick. All right, both players, they just got to settle down a little bit, right? Okay, oh, nice. Good back throw. Big counter hit. Gonna take the game for Rev. Doing what they need to do, but Troop was in winners for a reason, right? Played really well. And finding the big JH right off the bat, taking that burst from Rev.
And Troop also in their first academy. Shoutouts to Mino in their first academy. We just saw on the stream. Now we got Slayer in their first academy. Troop coming in here on this Elphelt. Looking good right now. Walls flat and Rev. Great start here. Also having that burst advantage.
All right, nice. Good throw. Good throw. Setting up the heavy stun edge too as well. Continuing that pressure with the wild assault. Fujer are catching that jump out with the burst coming to be able to stop that pressure. This is going to be enough. Oh, no, doesn't get it. But you have to worry about Chipp, and you have to worry about the Rekka and everything else, too. So... All right, heavy stun edge there. Ooh, into the charge 5D. We've seen this a lot from Rev this whole entire time. Able to complete that combo. Nice, cool does combo. Does a lot of damage. And should get the wall stick here. Oh, doesn't get the wall stick. Into the YRC. Troop looking to fight back.
Troop fighting back on this Pixel, man, but Rev with that delay cancel. And you know that was Rev with a reaction, right? Because it was a PRC, not a red RC. Rev getting that hit, reacting, getting that hit confirmed. Good stuff during that round. But we're down to that last one. It's been an even set so far. Brisk fully cranked. Slayer having to cash out with that HP bar. Looking pretty good for this Kai.
Recognizing the run-up throw, too. Blocking the Fujer arc in the air. Nice adjustment. Able to find that nice hit into the combo. Not going to extend it at all, but going to get tagged with the Ride of the Lightning.
Oh, okay. Rev tried to send the close slash post red RC. Troop wisely able to weave in that burst, but the next interaction goes in Rev's favor, getting the first game here on the board in losers finals.
Yeah. First game in losers finals. Who's going to go for the, you know, amazing opportunity of going up against Noobhat's Axel? But yeah, I mean, you're right. I think like Rev with the reactions there too as well, and Troop winning around. So it's, you know, I feel like I'm like a broken record saying this, but these are close matches, right? That can go either way, from 1 or 2 interactions here or there.
Let's see how it pays off. Shout out to everybody watching the Academy this week, by the way. Flannel been having a good time with you so far. Been a good return since the Clash reunion. Of course, Frosty Fausting's going on this weekend. After this, y'all, you got to open that one up on a second monitor. Rev, gonna RTL right through that meaty from Troop on this first round here. Got that game lead, gonna try to extend it further to fight in this grand finals, but Troop getting counter hit, stuck here in the corner.
Yep, sure is, but able to find that hit into the Pine Berry. Nice little combo there. But these DPs have just been working wonders. I mean, having a DP as a character is just a luxury.
Ooh, okay, that BRC to keep yourself safe. Troop dropping the combo, though. Does have that burst on deck. Rev may need to have 2 interactions to win this, because, yep, Troop on that pixel. Rev didn't have a lot to threaten against Slayertroop. That burst was GG's, but hey, the burst meter in Revadah's favor looking pretty good.
Yep. All right, Troop's been doing this the entire time, mixing the throws up in there too as well. Able to find a really good hit there for the wall stick. Good block on the Fuja arc. And some really good defense from Troop the beginning of this game.
I mean, both players at this point. I mean, yeah, I say this every Academy, but once you get to like these like top 8 spots, sometimes even before, I'm looking at these players and I'm like, man, I think they'd smoke me. I'm looking at this defense from both these players. I'm looking at the combos that they pick up off these stray hits, and I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd be winning the Academy. I'll tell you that.
That's true, right? Yeah, they got some really strong showings here from people. All right, able to find the hit from the Rekka. Going to be enough to take the game. Troop on the board, 1-1.
There you go on this Elphelt. I mean, man, we were calling back to the Johnny, or at least, I'll speak for myself, calling back to this Johnny for Slayertroop. But at this point, we're an Elphelt main, huh? I mean, we've seen like 12 games on this Elphelt at this point. Troop playing out of their mind and having a fun time watching them so far.
Johnny was just like the bait that was out there of like, oh no, poor me. I'm not like, but wait until I show you this Elphelt, right? And come swinging. Which they've been doing. They've been swinging through this entire bracket. But a nice hit there from Rev.
Troop looking good so far. Getting this first wall break and having that tension ready for that mix. That's the thing about Elphelt positive bonus, man. You get that bomb vest looped over and over. Of course, a lot of characters are dangerous for that positive bonus. Right now, Kai trying to make you wall splat. I think a strive moment hit us there. The combo dropped. Nothing but a thing. Going to try to keep it going with this YRC.
Definitely. And these like anti-air food drugs are putting in work here. Oh, okay. Use the DP, but Troop wisely, and I think that we have seen this entire set has been calling those out too, and just being patient. Understand that they're coming here, but in the corner now, so gonna have to play some really good defense.
Good start for that Kai with that scoop on the Fudra arc. Look how much damage that interaction led to. A little bit of a pickup, or rather a not pickup right there. They're going to capitalize on that back throw into this wall break. Didn't get the super I think that was the bomb vest input. I'm not sure, Flannel. We're back here, the neutral.
Yep. Right, YRCing just wants to take that turn back, be able to find a hit here, but great defense. YRC able to find that 2S. Both players jockeying for position, but Troop finds the close slash counter hit and able to close that out for the game, and actually going up 2-1 on Rev. And I don't think we've seen Rev in this position yet.
Good point. Yeah, I mean, Rev on the down count. We'll have to see what that does to the mental. Of course, Rev been playing well all day today. Been answering what Troop has been putting on the table when we can. Of course, Troop getting the upper edge there. Going into this game 4, I don't know anymore, Flannel. We'll have to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I think that is the best way it could be. You don't know anymore. Troop starting it off with an air throw. I like the burst, being able to try and keep the corner, but just gets tagged there, unfortunately, and losing that pressure.
Troop right there getting back thrown on that Rekka setup. Rev blocking out that 2P mash from Troop, getting the burst from this Elphelt. The air-to-air is benefiting Kai this time around, confirming in the RTL as well. Looks like we're going to get some positive bonus here for Rev. Okay, I think Rev caught on to something there. Slayertroop going for the resets on the Rekka there a lot, or going for the throw. Rev going for a delay tech there, got the back throw, so maybe that's an answer that we're going to see to this matchup, Flame.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But, you know, Troop able just to find some of these hits here in the corner and just keep that pressure, but we got a back throw here. Pineberry didn't hit. A little bit of a trade. Oh, and great defense. Woo! With the jump, too, as well, into the RTL for the wall break. Jeek.
Yo, that defense is insane. Okay, Troop definitely would have been grabbing me right there, but Rev, better player than I, jumping through that grab. Troop said, who you complimenting, homie? I'm winning this round, getting that next interaction, putting Rev through the wall. We're going to the last round of this game 4.
Gets tagged with the low, but the DP out, so not too bad. Gets the YRC off there, right back into the corner. Bursting out. And that, like this, oh, nice burst block there too as well, just recognizing the pattern, but isn't able to actually confirm because of a little bit of it being like trajectory messed up.
Yeah,
so
unfortunate right there for Rev. Troop catching on to that wake-up option from Rev, but Rev also not representing it there, so we had a little bit of a standoff. One more hit on this Kai will take it, but the delay tech saved you! The close slash on the other side. Slayertroop. And an awesome set, a close set, moving on to grand finals with a 3-1.
And nobody's been able to kind of crack through this Axel at all. Through the long range kind of zoning stuff, when they go in, the pressure. Maybe Johnny's the answer to that. I don't know.
You know what would be interesting to see there, Flannel, is that Noobhat hopping previous Jeeklys. It'd be interesting to go back and look at their VOD and see who beat them, what characters they were on, and what strategies they employed. A little bit of a shill shout out there. Exclamation point YouTube. Check us out. Go ahead and give us a follow, a subscription. Check out this academy and all the others. And as well as our open brackets, got a lot over there on the channel. Looks like we're going to start off this grand finals with a strong round on this Axel. One vision combo as well. Getting a damn near perfect. A little bit of a drop though there, Flannel.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, are we being a little cheeky here, Axel? And is it going to bite you in the behind? I don't know. It does. Or it doesn't. Okay.
Oh, that got kind of close there.
It sure did, yeah.
Noobhat with the overdrive knowledge check. Well, at the very least, it was so low. Anything right there was a checkmate. Noobhat getting away with these command grabs. We saw it work earlier on the Elphelt from Slayertroop. We'll have to see how this Johnny change affects things.
All right, gets over the command grab, but doesn't get over the second. I think Noobhat recognizing the fact that these command grabs are working against Troop. One nothing. Cleaning that game up with just a really simple 5P. Are we going to see a switch back to Elphelt? Or are we going to stay on the Johnny?
Gotta see, man. And I like that 5P kind of a little, kind of called that one an OS. You know, you do the scoop just in case they meant to maybe a 2S or 5H or something. Of course, right there was the super. And getting that 5P mash right after, especially on the pixel. But you're right, you called it. Troop saying, hey, maybe the Johnny wasn't it. Try out this Elphelt again. Of course, Noobhat is warmed up against this Elphelt from Slayertroop. We'll have to see what adaptations we've made in the meantime.
Yes. All right. Ducking under the 5P there, and then just kind of getting a big hit. All right, nice. Okay. Not able to get the complete conversion there, but finding enough and bursting. So that resource is done, but it might not actually matter this time around. Because Troop is going up 1 round.
And I like that bomb vest finish as well. Definitely a little stylish. Gonna get this cross up on Noobhat, but Noobhat ready with those blocks, by the way. So we got some Elphelt defense here in this Axel. Good back throw reaction to that 2H. That 2H, a reactable normal that you can back throw. I can't do it, but Noobhat is right now. Doing a great job with this one vision combo as well.
Able to find the hit there. Has the pressure in the corner. We've seen Noobhat here before. Gets a favorable trade, though, to push him away a little bit into the back throw. RC gets the 2K pickup there into the wall splat round over the Noobhat.
Here we go. Noobhat showing why we won that first game. Wasn't a fluke. Why we won that first set, by the way. Slayertroop, of course, on the loser's side of this grand final is going to have to win 2 sets to get this graduate spot. Noobhat trying to secure themselves the graduate of the Jeekly Academy. But they're going to have to get through this Elphelt first, who just stole the corner back on you. Overhead Rekka forces the burst, but the command grab from downtown.
Yeah, command grab from downtown into these. Oh, no, good patience of just realizing that there's a burst there. Into the Rekka pressure. Finds a big counter hit. Should be enough, yeah. All right. Troop getting on the board here. 1-1.
Good stuff right here from Troop, man. And I mean, been seeing some great Elphelt specific defense from Noobhat. But that's the thing, not just about Elphelt, about Guilty Gear in general. You can't block forever. You're going to get opened up eventually. And right there, it paid off for Troop. Getting 1 game on the board. Of course, they have a mountain to climb here, Flannel. That's going to keep it a buck. Got 5 more games to take away from Noobhat. I have to see who gets there first.
100%. But I think that like what you're going to see and what can happen is that you get that first game on the board and you're like, okay, I can do this. I can legitimately do this. Like I can beat this person. So let's just see how kind of Troop runs with that too, and also with Noob wanting to close this out sooner rather than later. You don't want people to stick around.
Noobhat getting this vest on you. Not a good situation for the Axel. The flex shield to buy you some distance, but that Pineberry stays on top. The pop gets the vest as well, secures that round. Slayertroop looking strong, but Noobhat with a good back throw in this round start.
Yep. Able to call out that throw there too as well. Ooh, okay, wake up throw for the punish of the charge tornado. Gets the corner here. All right. But a nice back throw here into the red RC.
Ooh, unfortunately dropped. I think that was supposed to be a 2K link into a TK bomber. I'm not an Axel player though. Troops got you in the corner. We're FDing out this Rekka pressure. Overhead connects, gets a soft knockdown, but too far away. I like that 5P check from Noobhat, but Troop is back on top of you, confirming with that red RC, gets another game on the board.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is like, you know, they played once already, so maybe it was something where Troop was like, okay, like I kind of reset. I know how this person's going to play now too. What I will say is that I don't think we're seeing as many tornadoes as we were from Noobhat. But a lot of that I think is just Troop being right up in their face the entire time and not giving them space to breathe.
Well, to be fair, yeah, you also did see Troop waking up to that meaty tornado, or as so we thought, but Troop had that back throw ready on deck, so definitely only, not showing respect to the tornadoes that you don't have to. But great stuff there from Elphelt. Right here, holding down back full screen. Noobhat doing some good zoning, dancing over these projectiles. Troop's over here in the corner, but doing a good job jumping over that command grab as well. Finally getting in with that counter hit JS, and we're starting this Elphelt pressure. Oh, learning moment. Hold on. Learning moment, everyone. When you block the first hit of Axel's super, jump. Jump forward, and then you get a close slot. So, you block the first hit, and then there's a projectile second hit, jump. Every time, just jump. Right there would have been a nice punish for Slayertroop, but Noobhat coming out on top.
Yeah, but coming out here swinging and just picking that up about half life just from that one little combo. 5P doesn't connect, but the deflect shield pushing Troop in the corner into a YRC coming out.
We got 50 tension. Going to confirm this one into a wall break. Troop also, I like that from Troop. Delaying that jump normal so we can get this 6H instead for the most damage we could. It's the next pickup on that wall break. We're bringing down Cell the last round of game 4. Looking good for this Elphelt all of a sudden, Flannel.
I know it is. I know it is. Right?
Snoop was in the chat earlier, said my run back. So here we go. Yep. They're ready for it. Noobhat trying to block out this Rekka, but the Red RC confirms.
Yeah, Red RC confirmed into the wall break. I mean, just like simple combos and stuff like that too, but Noob with these really great... Ooh, okay. I don't know if that was a backdash. I didn't actually see. But using these tornadoes a little bit more, but gets tagged in the air. And has enough for the super, but doesn't use it. Which I think would have confirmed the kill.
Oh. Oh, I'm holding my breath here, Flannel, because I think you were right on that call. We'll have to see if it matters, of course. We're getting chipped out by this Axel zoning Slayertroop, able to get that YRC from what seemed like downtown, resetting the bracket here against Noobhat.
Yeah, we got a reset. And pretty handily, too, as well. I mean, like the first game, I don't count as much because of it being the Johnny, and then... You know, with Elphelt, I mean, Troop's playing really well. And I think if you're in the position of Noobhat, you just got to you got to put it behind you. This is just like, it's 0-0 now again. Just going back in. Don't let that pressure affect you. I mean, we've seen what they can do. We've seen how great they can play. But, you know, where are these little adjustments going to be too? And just going right back in with the pressure here, using that wild assault. Nice jump. It's going to call out that burst. And, you know, maybe Noob is like actually a little locked in right now, it looks like, Jeek.
Yeah, Noob said, hold on. No way I just let you have another chance. Going to try to finish this one off quick. Unfortunately, couldn't keep that Axel Bomber combo going. But just one more tap will do it against Slayertroop. And looks like we get it with the overhead. Nice first round here for this Axel. Pretty close to a perfect. But can't forget, Snoop Troop, Slayertroop. Just reset the bracket here. This is, boy, I don't know, man. I have no idea. I thought the Axel was looking strong, but so is this Elphelt.
I know. And I mean, you know what? The thing is, too, we're getting the command grab there, which has been working wonders here. But the thing is, Jeek, is that they had to play twice. It's easy sometimes to beat somebody in one set, but when you have to play them consistent amount of times, they start learning and changing. And is that what we're seeing here from Troop? But not if Noobhat has anything to say about it. Trying to take this game, going up 1-0 in the reset.
Slayertroop did just get that hit. Oh, okay, yeah, you had to burst if you were going to stay in this round, but now you got to win it. And you will with that command grab. But, man, that got kind of scary there for a second for Noobhat. Slayertroop just getting that tension just in time. So that hero burst actually paying off.
Hey, yeah. I mean, sometimes, like, especially if you got those long ranges and you kind of know, like, hey, this person's not reacting to these command grabs that are full screen. You know what? Let me send it. Let me be a little bit risky. Let me be a little bit bold. Sometimes you got to do that to win some games. Sometimes you got to do that to win sets and tournaments.
I mean, yeah, I called it out earlier. It was no disrespect to Troop, but just that, just keeping it a buck. The command grab hit percentage has been higher against this opponent than Noobhat's previous matches here today. So if it's working, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Trying to burst away this Elphelt right here, dancing in the corner around this tornado, not getting hit quite yet. Of course, I had to say something. PRC to keep that combo going. That was nuts. Had to answer with a burst.
Yeah, definitely. Using these tornadoes a little bit, following up behind them, but finding a big hit there. Going to be able to start this pressure. Opening up Noobhat a little bit here. And just from something so simple with Elphelt, just doing quite a bit of damage there. But back to full screen. You always got to worry about the chip here, Jeek. Always got to worry about the chip.
And of course, Troop does have that tension for the FD. Was getting down to the negative penalty, as you saw there at the end. Ended up not mattering. Noobhat securing it before that tension went down to 0. Taking to this full side of the screens. Troop having some trouble getting in right now. Noobhat doing a good job of the zoning.
Yeah, 100% here. And this is where we've really seen Troop excel, right? When they've actually gotten this pressure into the corner, putting that bomb vest on. One more hit here, and it looks like it might be it, actually. Oh, okay, bursting.
Hero burst. Great defense on that vest, but then the burst on that next hit. YRC not connecting this time. The distance helping us. Noobhat keeping you full screen, but not a lot of HP to play with.
Okay, that's going to connect there. Big hit. Got to keep your wits about you, and finds the counter hit into the round. Troop has burst too as well. We got to always look at those resources.
Troop getting the punish in that previous round, earning them this spot right here, this situation that we're in, getting this wall break against Noobhat. Already had 50 tension built up, gonna burst because we feel safe to with that 100 tension in our back pocket. Doing a good job. Hey, you know what? Full credit to Troop. I was saying that they weren't jumping those command grabs, and I don't think they gotten grabbed in the past 2 rounds, jumping all those attempts from Noobhat.
Yep, sure are. And that deflect shield just not pushing them out far enough. And Troop is going to take this. We're tied up in the reset 1-1. And this is kind of what we saw a little bit before, right? Noob taking that first game. Troop coming back. Are they going to do this? Are we going to see the same result, Jeek? Are we going to see a little bit of a run here? But we're jumping right back in from both players.
We do got Kate Craver in the chat, rooting for this Elphelt. Kate Craver, another Elphelt player, graduating on the Elphelt. Searoar pointing out that we have a streak here at the Academy so far, including the Clash Reunion, by the way, Flannel, where every graduate has been a unique character. That's 9.
Oh,
yeah, so if Noobhat wins here, then that'll be 10 unique characters in the Academy and the Clash Reunion across 10 tournaments, getting that graduate spot. Not rooting against Slayer, of course, on this Elphelt. It would be a duplicate, but of course, would love to see them after this grand finals reset that they put us into. This has been a fun set so far.
Yeah, it sure has. And, that's just a little bit of an added pressure on Noobhat. I'm just going to say that. But not letting that pressure affect them at all. And, oh my, almost gets such a cool confirm there onto the Axel Bomber and the past PRC. But dropped. Troop taking advantage of this, breaking the wall. But you always got to watch out. There's only going to be one hit here, and that 5P coming out and just getting that round.
No bias, but I am so glad that Noobhat still won that round after that drop combo, because that would have been a heartbreaker at that life total.
Oh, yeah.
But no bias, of course. Nice deflect shield right there to buy some distance. And now, look, we're doing a lot more Ren Send instead of the command grab. Right now that Troop caught on to those command grabs, now that we're jumping over them, you see Noobhat representing a lot more of those Ren Send scoops.
Ooh. And just as you say that, Jeek, you got to always represent it and throw it out every so often, and does with the tornado. A lot of visual noise on the screen. And gets tagged by the command grab to take that game up 2-1. One game away from winning the tournament there for Noobhat.
And that command, Flannel, you weren't kidding. The visual noise. I'm watching that replay back, knowing how the round ended, and I still didn't see Noobhat start up the command grab. So definitely, I mean, I would go so far as to say is that we probably all got grabbed there. Great job, Noobhat. Only needs one more game to try to secure this grand finals. Brought down to the reset by Troop, who's having a heater of a set on this Elphelt. We'll have to see what happens.
Yep, gets the burst in the very beginning, which is pretty nice here. We're going to see what they can do. Get these tornadoes thrown out. Both players don't have that burst anymore.
We're sprinkling back in already, Flannel. You said it. They're coming back. Those command grabs starting off this one vision combo too high to get that bomber to connect, but call that one a drop-the-mole. Noobhat putting us on set point here, tournament point against Slayertroop on this Elphelt.
All right, finds a big hit. No burst, so this is going to be a lot of damage. Not going to be enough for a wall break, but you keep that corner, which is nice. Oh, okay, good PRC to make that throw with safe.
Oh, okay, comboing that scoop into a close slash pickup. Wanted to keep it going, but able to keep ourselves safe with that PRC, the active 5K with an anti-air. We got to answer back with a burst. Troop trying to keep this going, trying to keep their tournament life going here, Flannel.
Yes, yeah. Right, really fighting for the YRC to be able to find that hit, right? Ooh, not able to actually get anything else there. You're in a really bad position. And the Rensen comes out and cleans that game up. Noobhat, Jeek.
Noobhat does it. Gotta say, so proud of Slayertroop in their first ever Jeekly. At least I believe. Sorry if I'm wrong on that. First ever Jeekly, getting all the way to that grand final spot in a reset. But I gotta say, it's poetic. Noobhat getting some previous tops. Finally getting that graduate spot. And as Kate Craver C-Roar pointed out earlier, that's 10 unique characters winning the Jeekly Academy. That's crazy.
Just that I had a lot of fun today. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Hoping to see everybody that's back, right? Congratulations to Noobhat, obviously, for winning. And, you know, I love doing this. I love seeing what y'all can do and what you bring to the table. And, you know, I had a lot of fun, Jeek. That's all I can say.
We'll have Flannel on the mic more often, y'all. There'll be more academies to come. You gotta qualify for that Clash Reunion 2 date to come. Raid going to Danknen. Have a great weekend, y'all. Peace out.
See ya.